To this day. To this day.
Rich people don't sleep 8 hours a day.
I missed that nigga
That's
Tony. I don't know where that
stupid.
is.
Use your common sense.
I don't even know if Tony's doing this shit.
To this day.
All right, we are officially live now. Tuck your chain. Get ready, prepared. Just the slurping sounds and shit. But yeah, we are live, guys. Hello. And the only person here with me right now is Stone. I don't know where everybody else is at. They off living their lives and doing shit, I guess. I don't know what the fuck they doing. They being assholes. They don't care about the fans or the subscribers, man. We the only people here that care. You know, I'm the only one that care.
You gotta have no life. Yeah, like no pussy, no nothing on a Saturday. Can't have no friends or family. Yeah, we here for y'all, man.
Is this what work means? What are you talking about?
This is what work. This is work. All right, all right,
What?
sure. But nah,
nigga can't follow his dreams. What the fuck?
What else am I? What am I doing? I ain't doing nothing. How do you know that was me? How do you know that wasn't Bush? Like that nigga talented. I wasn't doing all that noise and shit like that. But nah, what's up, y'all? It's
He said, "Fuck them niggas." Yeah, you're right. Fuck them niggas. This is why society is ruined, man. Niggas don't want to work for shit, man.
Nope.
But yeah, we got a lot of
the real grind in, man.
we got a lot of stuff to talk about. A lot. I guess we could do a quick rundown. Briefly touch on some things that we're gonna discuss. We talk about Shaun King versus D-Ray McKesson.
Nigga,
the blue vest
no,
guy.
nigga, talk about that with Truth and shit like that. Truth said that he want to do that off the podcast type of shit. Like,
I mean, that's big news, man. Like if you talk about social justice and activism, and I mean, we talked about Colin Kaepernick, and we talked about like some presidential elections. Debates and stuff
Colin
like that.
Colin Kaepernick is a known nigga. Shaun King, besides conscious nigga and overly woke niggas on Twitter, don't know who the fuck that nigga is.
I mean,
so
that nigga
two different niggas.
Only got like
two different scales.
Only got more followers than Colin Kaepernick.
Who? Shaun King?
Yeah.
Like I said, that don't necessarily make you more popular than a nigga. Like,
I mean, it literally does. I mean, you're right. You're right. Not everybody on Twitter. That's true.
That's like album sales and shit like that. Niggas got a whole bunch of fucking followers and shit like that, but nobody really buying their albums, so nobody really gives a fuck about them. That's what I'm saying. Like they good for a quick moment online, but they ain't really known like that. Like a football player compared to a nigga that complains on Twitter all day. Like which one we talking?
Is that what he is? Just a nigga that complains on Twitter?
I'm not saying that, but that's how other people.
That's how we classify him now.
That's how the average nigga would look at Shaun King compared to Colin Kaepernick.
So is this what we do to our activists now? We just
is that what you were gonna go with that route? On them, man. I know what you were about to say. You the average nigga.
You the everyman. You speak for everybody, man. Your views are everybody's views, man. Apparently,
I mean, I'm definitely not the everyman. I admitted on the last podcast I was a chronic masturbator. How is that the everyman? Well, never mind.
So it's Terry Crews and Jada Pinkett, man. Yo, a lot of people are chronic masturbators.
Jada Pinkett, a whole ass. I don't want to say cap. A whole ass lying ass.
She don't masturbate because she's a woman.
I ain't saying that she masturbate, but she ain't putting work like Terry Crews. You seen that nigga arms? She ain't putting work like me.
Oh my god!
Whenever a woman said that she a chronic masturbator, that ain't no chronic masturbation. That's like
their masturbation requires a softer touch. Niggas just be jackhammering their shit.
No, nigga. A chronic masturbator. If you know what a real chronic masturbator is, that means lunch, dinner, breakfast. In the morning, I needed to wake up. In the night, I needed to go to sleep. Like, that's what a real chronic masturbator. She wasn't doing all that shit. She had Will Smith on her side and Tupac on her side. Hell no. Get the fuck out of here. She capping. Anyway.
I mean, getting pussy don't mean you stop masturbating for chronic masturbating.
I mean, or
getting dick, whatever the fuck he's getting. Like, what
dick. Whoa, boys. We ain't starting out like that. We ain't starting like that. Chill with that.
Hell, but I mean, what your shit look like if you masturbate for lunch, breakfast, and dinner, man? Your shit got scabs on it?
Why you worried about what my dick look like, bro? Like that's between me and my member. Like that's all that is. As long as it's still attached,
lunch, and dinner. I was like, damn.
As long as it's still attached, we good. That's all that matters. It could have bruises on it. It's my shit. Don't worry about it.
Do you divide the porn you watch based off of the time of day, nigga? What is,
bro? At one
got,
time,
like, the whole schedule.
Nigga, at one time, I think I was going for a record, and there was like one time afterwards where just nothing came out, and I was just tired, bro. Like I was done. Too much information. But I'm saying there's a difference between the real nigga. You can tell who's really about it, who really about that smut life, who really about that Cassidy Banks, Carly Gray, Misty Stone. Ghetto gaggers ass life, and then you have the normal ass people that think that fapping more than once a day is a chronic masturbator. There's levels to this shit. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. So you a real masturbator. All these other niggas are fake, man.
I'm a reformed. I said reformed.
You're right.
I've been a clean day, a clean whole day without masturbating. So I think I'm making some for someone of my stature. I'm making some progress. That's what I'm saying.
That's cool. It's cool. Progress is always needed. But yeah, some other shit we talking about. We gotta dive back into the trans conversation again.
Oh my god.
Malik Yoda is the first straight black man to come out and support transgender women. He's actually, I think he's in a relationship with one. So we're gonna discuss that. What that means. Does that make him gay? Oh, we gonna talk about that. We're gonna get on that. Does that make him straight or gay? We're gonna talk about all of that.
All right.
I mean, your opinion is your opinion, man.
You gotta put an asterisk on that bush. Like,
doesn't need. Look. He talked about that. He said it doesn't need an asterisk, man. He's attracted to the femininity, the aesthetic of women, and the trans woman he was with, she's a woman. So
just for context, the nigga that's delivering this like Futanari as well. So just know that going into this. So
look, don't shame me, nigga. Anyway, also we got we got to talk about what else we got to talk about. Some other shit happened. Oh, PewDiePie again. We got to bring PewDiePie up again. So he donated to the ADL, the Anti-Defamation League, like an organization created to fight injustice and expose people, and he donated to that because of his anti-Semitic videos. The one where he showed a video of two kids saying "death to all Jews" and everything he's been doing. So he donated to that organization, and then he took the money back when his racist fans got mad at him. So we're gonna talk about all of that.
A racist fan?
Yeah. Them niggas were mad. They talk about the left.
They were mad when he took it back. I thought it was mad when
they were mad when he did it. Like
when he did it, they were going off. I saw that.
Nigga mentioned it for like 10 seconds in the video. Not even 10 seconds. It was super brief.
I mean it's still big. I mean it's still a big donation to a whole organization that was trying to get that nigga off the fucking website when Disney first cut ties with him. Like that, yeah. That's kind of a big announcement. That's something big to be harp about if you're really a fan of him like that. As far as I see it, at least. But his fan base is racist. Oh yeah. Let's not get that fucked up.
You gotta see what they were saying in the comment section. I wish I would have highlighted some of that, but I didn't. I think it was a lot of that stuff was taken down.
Taken down.
Yeah. Yeah. I couldn't find this shit, but yeah. That's crazy. Superman. We can briefly talk about some nerd shit. Superman is supposed to get a big reveal. He's supposed to finally reveal his secret identity to the world, like other heroes.
What the fuck? So like niggas couldn't figure out the nigga with glasses on, that big as fuck, 6'10" white ass nigga with glasses, and the tight ass body wasn't Superman in the whole. What the fuck? Like anyway, all right.
Yeah. So. Gonna bring that up.
Stupid. Comics are stupid. Man.
Terrence Howard retired. The Empire niggas is out after this season. What else? And I think the final thing we're gonna talk about is Apple TV is the cheapest streaming service out, and they kind of undercut a lot of people. So we're gonna discuss all of that. Also, we got the oppression tier list and some other stuff that we're gonna do this week in racism, all that stuff. And we could watch some trailers too. So. So we got a huge.
We have any
slate.
game? Oh no, we have any small games or anything
I got
like
some
that?
here. Here's one. Let me take this down right here. Hollywood movie stars one gotta go. And a lot of these people have Oscars, so I mean, and it's mixed up. It's not just I usually separate them by race or gender or shit like that. But this is all mixed up. You know, black, white, women, males, all that shit is mixed up.
Oh, word! You playing in Hollywood's agenda, huh? All right,
yeah,
cool.
diversity,
I
man.
Diversity, yeah.
All
Black woman with a white man, diversity head ass. Yeah, all right, go ahead.
I mean, look, Hollywood's lazy with it, but I mean, at least they try. All right. Also, we got another one. Got to go revenge series. So we're gonna talk about that. The best revenge characters out there, and this is mixed up too. You know, TV, movies, anime, mixed up. So, yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So that's what's on the slate. What's some of these niggas in the chat saying?
Shaun King fraud.
Yeah. Says Shaun King. Oh, niggas are attacking that boy Shaun King.
Morgan might come through, but that nigga's stuck on One Piece, so you know, I don't know what that nigga doing.
I don't know who coming through.
Josh out doing something, so his night's stacked and busy. He might come back drunk, possibly, very possible. So.
I mean, I guess we could jump right into a topic then, rather than wait for these. Let's talk about something that's small. Let's talk about Apple. I mean, it's not really small, but it's like some shit that. Oh, there go Truth right there. Oh shit.
There go Truth. There he is. All right, so y'all got Truth here now too. So what were we gonna start out with? Go ahead.
Yeah, we're gonna start off with Apple TV. The streaming a lot of streaming services are out right now, and I gotta pick the best ones. And Apple is doing things that make you choose them. So we're gonna talk about that. Let me bring Truth picture up right quick because he is here now in the background.
Fuck Rat Boy. He talking about Josh. Because he like Drake and shit. Y'all gotta chill, boy.
Where your boy Anki's at?
Oh shit.
He said, "Ew, Truth."
Ew, Truth. What the fuck? What the fuck, Truth do, nigga? Yo, why y'all niggas bragging on this nigga, bro?
Yo.
Bro.
Let's get right into the Apple shit here. So yeah, Apple did their obviously they announced their streaming service like a while ago, almost a year ago, I think. It's been a while. And their streaming service is $4.99, nigga. $4 and like basically $5. And it's the cheapest price out of any other streaming service. They are the cheapest. And that kind of undercut all the other streaming services, right? So Amazon, Hulu, Netflix, HBO, all their stock kind of dropped a little bit because of this price cut that Apple made. You know what I'm saying? So they kind of undermining these other companies with this price, right? Also, if you buy a Mac, an iPhone, or Apple TV, you'll get a free year of Apple TV Plus, right?
Yo, what the fuck? Wait. The real question is, what the fuck comes with Apple TV? I don't. What comes with Apple TV?
They got a lot of deals with directors and entertainers like Oprah and shit, and Steven Spielberg, and they had like they got like
nigga. Did you just say Oprah?
Yeah, Oprah. Let me go to the trailer again, man.
You watching a Rick one time, nigga? Ain't no hits, exactly.
No hits.
The last time Oprah was in a hit was when she got fucked up in Color of Purple. That's the only thing that was.
God,
that was in Color of Purple. That was the wrong. No, that was the wrong movie. My bad. Go ahead.
You niggas not look. No. Oprah. It ain't like Oprah making a fucking movie, nigga. It's like she.
What is she doing?
She probably got like a little a talk show or something.
Wait. Didn't she try to get Michael Jackson the fuck up out of here? Fuck Oprah. I'm banning Apple TV. Like, we can't be supporting niggas that was trying. I'm gonna be respectful. We can't be supporting females.
Like, what feature film
doing that? Yeah,
showcasing what
are they?
I got it up. Get into the watch together, kiddies. I got some shit up here. All right.
Don't ever call
kiddies. Wait, Truth talk. I want to see how your mic sounds. It sounds a little bit off.
Yeah, it's probably off some.
A little bit, yeah.
I mean, up your volume a little bit.
It's a little fucked up.
All right, so jump to the watch together. We're gonna watch this quick trailer of Apple Plus since you niggas don't know about it.
God damn, that shit was loud.
But she don't know about it either, nigga.
Yeah, exactly. Like, right? The fuck? This nigga got a topic. Don't
you
even know
can't
what the fuck
remember every single thing, nigga. There's lots of
Nigga,
shit.
you got the article in
Who
front of
asked
you.
for everything? I said what hits they got. This is
Don't you not have the article in front of you? How the
Their
fuck?
major selling point is that they made these deals with a lot of these popular people.
All right, run the tape, bitch. Run the tape.
Damn, here you go.
Okay,
Naruto soundtrack
has come.
It was a teaser to a trailer? In the beginning of the
I
trailer?
don't know what the fuck that was.
Centuries from now, almost all humans have lost the ability to see.
This is Bird Box? Oh, no.
Some say sight was taken
Bird
from them
Box.
by God
No, they had to put on a Bird Box.
to heal the earth.
Jason Momoa.
For the few who remain, vision is
Like, is he
only
Samoan white? I can't.
I don't know what the fuck he is. Whatever that nigga is, he's fine,
He's
man.
sexy. Yeah.
Y'all niggas. Hold on.
We both told the same.
Hold on. Pause literally and pause.
Are we
and
wrong? Are we
pause the
wrong?
video. Weren't y'all just bagging on Michael B. Jordan the other week? Oh, get Michael B. Jordan out of here. And that nigga way more sexier than Jason Momoa. What the fuck we talking
They
about?
both sexy. What's the problem, my nigga?
Yeah,
Like,
man,
damn.
they both can be
Nah,
fine, man. What you talking about, man?
All right, I'm just making sure you know. I'm just making sure you know that Michael B. Jordan's sexy as hell.
All right.
Yo, we gonna talk about that. We're not gonna do a one gotta go, but I'm gonna show you all the streaming services. So
What is it?
Something's different. The children, they have the ability to see.
producer.
My
I hate producer credits because
They have
producers don't
power
do
that
shit,
we would
but
call
just pay
magical
and watch over shit.
That's work. What you talking about? That's provide. You know how much that
It
is
ain't the
to
same
provide
as
that
from the
much money and
director
sets
of.
and
It
shit.
ain't the same. Man.
It absolutely is important. What the fuck you talking about? Money? Nigga, you got money?
I'm talking about the quality of the product. Nigga.
Hold on. That definitely does add to the quality of the product. If you don't got a good producer that can provide you with some good, how you don't think like this whole landscape in this setting, be able to buy the set, to be able to give all these props, to be able to do all this, does not add to the film itself? You know where that comes from?
Not with a major company, not with like Warner Bros. I mean, maybe with a smaller company, like an indie company or some shit like that. They got a billionaire producer, but like if with Warner Bros. Or Disney, that producer credit shit don't mean nothing. They got money
To
already.
be fair, I'm looking at it on Wiki, and I'm sure it varies from role to role. Like some of them niggas are just money bags, but you know they have a role. Like when you in control of the money, you in control of the film. So however the film comes out is like, you know what I'm saying?
And it definitely is indicative of the quality. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you have a bad producer, like the movie gonna turn out terrible. It's like when niggas be like, "Oh, the company made them do this, and that." Like that's a bad producer.
Well, I mean, Quentin Tarantino back the Man with the Iron Fist, the movie that RZA directed. Was that shit good?
I'm not. It's not an absolute. Bush. There's exceptions to everything. I'm just
saying. Like, look,
of course.
I know money matters, but I'm saying not when you dealing with like companies that already have money, that are already putting money into the film. Like they use a producer shit that's just like he's also a part of it. Like that's his name. Yeah.
A role being important. Hold on. A role being important is different from it making or breaking your movie. There are lots of things that go in the movie. No one role makes or break it, just like no one position in football can make or break a team. But a solid component will make the overall thing better in most cases. That's all I'm saying personally. I don't know what I'm trying to get at.
Look, I'm not saying money don't matter. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying
a producer isn't just money.
I mean, it is. Look, when dealing with
Bush.
Look, when dealing
Wait,
with.
do you think a producer is just money? Like, is that the disconnect here?
I mean, you tell me what. I mean, some producers they say shit, but they don't. They're not a major part of the thing like a director or the actors and shit or the writers. So
they might.
That's what I'm saying.
They definitely can't direct or write, but they're the ones who. When a writer does something right, they're the ones who get that writer or that director. Like, the shit that you're seeing is because the producer chose it. Not to take away from the artist, but you need curators to pick these things.
Yep, that definitely adds to it. Anyway, we gotta.
Producer does. They bring the kimono.
We gotta finish this. Bro, we gotta finish the fucking trailer. We gotta finish the trailer. We halfway through.
Tell me the director and the writers.
I still don't know what the fuck. Is this supposed to be a See, this is a trailer for one of the shows, nigga. I thought this was a trailer for the whole thing.
Hits, by the way, ain't no hits.
Go watch Man with the Iron Fist, nigga.
Oh man, let's finish this shit.
Why not?
Nigga, play the video.
Look, man. I mean, I guess we done. Fuck it, we done with this. This is
what?
No, nigga, no. We finishing this video. We watched half of this shit. We going to finish it right now, nigga. We almost done.
You right.
That's how I talk to my girl when we doing 3-ways, though. We almost done, baby. We almost done.
Pause. Whoa.
With other bitches, y'all fuck.
Nah, I don't know about that, True. I don't.
All right, dog. Let's play.
I mean, low key, is it all right to tag team with another? Anyway, go ahead. Let's go ahead.
Yes.
Look.
Hold on.
Before we go off on a tangent, here's something. But this is just a trailer for one show. All right, let me show you some other shit here.
That's an L.
Want me to help you find your opening?
Well, how do we go halfway through?
I would start with a black screen.
We went halfway through.
And I would put a little speck
one
of
trailer to go to start a whole nother trailer.
Look, fuck that trailer, man.
Fuck them kids.
Get it together, sir.
He said this nigga.
What the fuck, bro?
Well, they got right
look, y'all.
I was a bird.
All right, y'all. You were shut up.
No, don't go back. It's too late now, nigga. You already done changed the trailer. Oh my
Tell
god.
me the hits.
Let's go back, man.
I asked for the hits. This nigga showed a trailer of niggas that can't see. Like, what the fuck we doing, bro? Like, what we doing?
I said, show me the hits. You show me blind niggas.
Look, if you niggas really care about that trailer, but y'all, we were talking about producers and shit throughout that whole entire trailer.
Because you brought it up because
it wasn't shown on the screen. The producers were the best thing on the screen. Fuck you, man.
I was just like, fuck it, man. I was like, fuck producers, man. Look.
What the fuck?
Oh shit. But no, seriousness though, like Apple TV does not look like he got hits.
This shit look ass, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Life often makes no sense. There's something about
look at all the directors and shit they have
that gives.
This is what I was talking about earlier about the different directors and entertainers and actresses and actors are part of this project that are trying to put stuff on Apple TV. Make original programs.
You know what? I know what they're trying to do. Apple's trying to do that little. It's kind of pretentious, like marketing that they do, where it's like, oh, well, we got these artists because they're in association with A24, and those are the guys that did Moonlight, that did what's it called? Yeah. Those other like very artsy films and stuff like that. So
of course, they're trying to sell themselves as genuine by collaborating with the artists themselves.
They're trying to do like art tours and stuff like that. Like so this is another like Apple MO. I ain't nothing surprised about this, man. Go ahead, continue.
Yeah. But I mean, we've already seen most of this anyway when we first talked about Apple. But just wanted a refresher for some of you niggas that may have forgotten.
So who they got on the road, man? Who these directors?
A sense of order and purpose to the world, and allows us to live other lives than the life we're living.
My bad. I just want to say one thing. Like, you could tell when some shit is just not for you, bro. And this shit does not hit any of my emotions. Like that.
They trying to come off as like super authentic and super genuine and stuff like that.
It might be hitting somebody. It's just not gonna hit me.
It ain't hit me. Yeah, it's like the directors and the artists. This is some Mo shit. Like Mo would love this.
Mo would love this shit.
Mo would love this shit.
Guys, you don't see it. You're so stupid.
It takes a certain brain pattern to understand. I love you, Mo.
Hey, I love Mo. Fuck,
bro.
I just miss you, though.
The best ideas that I've had have come to me when I have least expected them. They're always intruders, but they're welcome intruders.
Once you get an idea in your head, it just keeps nagging at you until you express it.
That's the feeling of the idea, that it just becomes irrational. There's a woman sitting in a car in a field. Now I need to know why she's sitting there.
I begin to believe that there's something of myself that I can share with an audience. If I'm thrilled, that's a good sign. If I'm laughing, that's a good beginning.
It's the spark. It's
trying
the living
hard,
with
bro.
the thing. It's the outlining of it.
I find writing to be the hardest part.
Writing,
where the white women at?
For months or years.
She dies. No, she lives. He dies.
Oh hell no! Oh hell no! Hold on! Oh hell! M Night Shyamalan. Hell no, I ain't watching
fuck
it.
away from
Alright.
Avatar.
Get this shit out of here. Oh, hell no. This shit canceled already, nigga. Oh,
Why
what
you want to
the
cancel
fuck?
it? What he do to you, bro? So
M. Night Shyamalan movies, yo, we counting on that, nigga.
You
Best
must
last
you,
name in the
you
game,
must
dog.
understand that they are late to the party, so they won't have access to a lot of other shit. That,
And to be
other
honest, Steven
companies have.
Spielberg been trash lately. His movies have been completely ass. The only reason why his shit has been good recently is because somebody else took it and he's not directing it.
I think you lying. Hold on, let me pull up Steven
I'm lying.
Spielberg. I mean, hold on. I know that nigga recently.
I'm not talking about his
property.
I'm not talking about his. I'm talking about his property
The shit that
being
he
used
did
by
himself?
other people.
Yeah,
No, not the shit that he did himself. Ass, Dookie water, juice. Throw that shit into the trash can.
Dookie water. What?
That's his property.
It's
but that
water
nigga,
that got Dookie in it.
Yeah, it is his property.
Though.
It is his property, but that's not by him. He didn't put his work in to do it. Like he wasn't the director.
His recent shit. Hold on. I got to see this.
Having kids
shit
have
that he
order.
directed his IMDb shit. Like
his own shit. Like
he a producer on Cats, man.
producer.
Oh, he didn't do shit. He ain't do shit. Oh, that mean he don't do shit by your book, Bush.
The movie that got printed in 3D.
We talking about Cats?
We're talking about cats, not directors, not actors, but producers.
Let me look at some. I'm letting y'all niggas. Producers don't look. I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me.
Oh my
let me.
God. Yo,
I'm sure if I go down all these producer credits, you'd be like, man, that movie was ass.
The whole point.
That nigga produced Casper. Friendly Ghost. Producer. Casper, nigga. Casper.
Yo, Bush, my whole point.
Casper? The Friendly Ghost? That
Bush,
shit got a 1
point.
on IMDb.
The nigga that's still bad but getting bullied.
My whole point
that
was
shit
not
matter?
to go in. My whole point was not to go in on Steven Spielberg or whatever that nigga is. My whole point is this whole Steven. I don't give a fuck.
He did Ready Player. He did.
We know what Apple TV doing.
Hold on. He did. Look, he had some average films like Ready Player One, which I liked, and
That
the
shit was-
BFG, which was cool.
That shit was kind of.
He also did The Post, Lincoln, War Horse. All them are Oscar contenders. All these films.
Okay. Did he direct them? Did he direct them? Or is that his property?
Director. So that nigga's still making hits out here, man. Stop it.
None of those were hits. They were adequate.
No,
Stop
The
doing
Post
that
was a hit. That shit was all over the Oscars.
What it win?
I think it
What it
won.
win,
I think
nigga?
it won.
The
Hold up.
Oscars don't make it a hit. What was The Post about, Bush?
What's the post about, Bush?
The Post was. I think The Post was about. It was about. Like, it was about molestation, nigga. Like, hold on. Let me. I saw the film. Hold on. I saw the film.
Claim,
That shit
nigga.
touched you, huh?
Big claim, nigga. You can't be just be throwing that out there like that.
Wait, shut y'all dumb ass up, man. Hold on.
About
Let
to
me
get us
find this
canceled,
shit.
dog. Bush
find-
said Spielberg's like,
Trying to say, but why are you trying to protect your white savior, dog? Like, what's going on, bro?
My white. What?
What Steven Spielberg do for you, bro? He ain't
I
cutting
think
no
I'm thinking.
checks.
I think I'm thinking of the wrong movie. Hold on. That's the wrong movie. That's a different movie. That
Oh
came out.
my
you
God,
don't
bro!
even know
This
what
nigga don't
All
even know
right,
what he's talking
next
about.
topic, dog. Next
Yo,
topic. We gotta hear.
End this shit. We sorry. We off the top fan base. We are sorry for this nigga. This
We
nigga.
apologize, bro.
We apologize.
Yo.
Yo, what the fuck, Bush?
Yo,
Moments in here, bro. This
there
nigga
was another
dropped.
film that came out. I think the other film was called Spotlight. Spotlight. All right.
Spotlight.
Spotlight was the other film. That's the one I was thinking of. That was about like priest and shit. All right. But The Post was a big film too. I think it had like Tom Cruise. Not Tom Cruise, but fucking Tom Hanks in it. So anyway,
Bush, just stop, dog.
look, man.
Bush.
Look, it was at the Oscars, man.
I'm
That's all
not
I'm
even mad
saying.
no more. Bush, I'm
Is
not
there
even mad. I'm just
is there a
saying,
cancel
man,
or support for this or something like that? Let's get
Hell
to
no.
that.
What are our
Look.
thoughts, though?
Look.
I mean, there's always a cancel or support push. Like I'm just making
Cancel
sure.
or support Apple.
What the fuck?
That iPhone 11 getting canceled. Though. I don't like that shit.
Yo,
The
I mean,
World
look,
of War of the Worlds.
Look,
There you go.
What are y'all thoughts? Look, what are y'all thoughts on just the streaming service in general? He said, "Speak."
I ain't
up.
buying it. I ain't buying it. Like the fuck. That's what I'm thinking about.
Like off the commercial, or you said in general, right?
Are we talking about Apple or are we talking about like in comparison to the other streaming platforms that are out there as well?
Yeah, comparison to the other streaming services out there.
Until they show me something good, like Netflix really is like matter of fact, I got Mr. Leg that's my streaming service. Nigga, I mean
chill. That's how
like
it's
Netflix
with a
is
long
really
leg?
on Nick. What?
Which leg? First or the third?
Well, oh, y'all on some such shit tonight, bro. Anyway, like really between all these streaming platforms, until like Disney Plus comes out, which is gonna take over the whole fucking game. Like there's really no reason for this. I don't even understand why they doing all this streaming wars type shit when it's just gonna make it worse for the consumer. Being honest, unless you got Mr. Leg.
Yeah, I mean it is gonna make it worse for the consumer, but Apple has the lowest price, man. It's $4.99, dog. That shit. That's a selling point. Also, you get it free for a year with your Apple products. Dog.
But there's nothing to watch, nigga. Like there's no point in a streaming service if you can't stream shit.
Yo, they got Jason Momoa and Steven Spielberg, man.
I'd rather pay the
Those
extra
aren't movies.
$5.
Those are people that make movies, nigga. Where are movies at?
We saw Jason
That's like I go to a
Momoa in a
restaurant,
TV
we got
show.
the
We
best
saw them
flowers.
niggas talk. We didn't see them make a movie. Like, come on, Bush. Like, what we doing right now? So
They are about to
Like,
make
Shaun
movies,
too, bro.
man.
That's a bad
Look,
look. That's a
let
bad
me
look.
point out that last year there was an Oscar contender. I think Aroma came out on Netflix. There was several movies that came out on Netflix that were
on
Oscar
Netflix.
worthy.
I'm
just saying that the streaming platforms
service.
are now getting these high caliber ass movies, so it makes sense to have a director like Spielberg and these other directors here to make these great films that run people over to their services. That makes sense to me.
Bush, I feel you. You want to know what my problem is? It's not even with the directors. I have two main problems. It's with streaming services as a whole and Apple's approach to it regarding movies, just like even as a product and as art, right? So streaming services as a whole, I do not fuck with. The reason why the first few popped is because it was convenient for the fucking consumer to have all the hits in one spot. You know why Netflix popped? The shit had hits. That shit dropped. Everybody was talking about it because they had the hits and that format where you could just watch a whole season through with the gang.
Yeah.
Gang being Twitter or whoever your niggas is. All that shit is fire. What's up?
Let me also point out before you continue here that Netflix was the big shit when it dropped, and people were saying nothing will ever touch Netflix. But Amazon been shitting on them niggas.
Whoa, wait. How they been shitting on?
Peak Netflix peaked. Like Netflix has peaked as far as premiering as a service. I don't think anyone's gonna reach that height again. As far as like ubiquitous when it comes to streaming, like it's too late.
I don't know about that. I think Disney Plus, especially with all the new Marvel movies.
Look, I'm saying, look, Amazon.
I think they might reach it.
I've been watching a lot of shit on Amazon, like Jack Ryan, The Boys, Miss Maisel. Like they got a crazy amount of good shows on Amazon Prime, man. They fucking shit up. Donald Glover dropped his shit on Amazon Prime.
There's lots of good content. Just like Netflix had lots of good. I'd even say they're almost like the SoundClouds of movies, where you can get like not really independent, because even on SoundCloud, like you gotta have somebody back you to get promoted, even if it's seen as just straight underground. But you could definitely like get more art out. You know what I'm saying? The barrier is a bit lower to get your shit out there and promoted to people, so it can incentivize people to make their shit. But as a streaming service, like Apple TV is not the one for me, bro.
As far as what we see.
You're right now. You're right. They don't have much because they just started, right? But like, I'm telling y'all, like Amazon was the same way. They just had that transgender show, and all of a sudden after that shit, they got a whole bunch of other shit.
They had a transgender show? Oh, of course Bush would know.
I mean, he won an award for that shit, man. So
like,
I mean,
I can't even fuck about awards, but just off the things, like there's what was it, Clementine or some shit, or Tangerine?
Oh yeah, Tangerine. Yeah,
Tangerine.
That shit was fire as fuck. So there's obviously like, that's the point.
There's a market for it.
For the art.
Yeah.
Even if we're taking it based off art, like I can't really speak to awards because I don't think they speak to the art, and I'm speaking from what I want to watch. Like, I don't give a fuck if it's award winning. Then it's not necessarily
like niggas. But you gotta understand, like some niggas just don't give a fuck about awards. Awards are really for. I would say awards are really more so for who am I gonna say, more high
they're literally
end
for those people. Like they're for the insiders in the industry, not like no.
I mean, I'm not gonna act like
I'm not
gonna act like it doesn't influence like viewers in itself. Like if you say award-winning movie or award-winning show, like some niggas do take that into account, because if that's in the category and they regard it as something high, they gonna see it and they gonna be like, all right.
Yeah, awards kind of dictate they don't dictate what people watch, but after the award happens, people like Stone said, go to that place where you can find that show. And I mean, that's pretty much all I want to say about the whole thing. Also, one other thing to note is that Disney CEO Bob Iger was a part of Apple's board of directors, shareholders, or whatever the fuck, and he left that. Maybe this is due to Apple doing that price cut, fucking everybody up. So I don't know.
Okay, there's the other thing with streaming, right? So how do I put this? The reason why like this shit is not, I don't. The point of it being consumer friendly is just like I don't think none of these shits are worth it as a practice, because like, okay, they're cutting the price, but no matter how high or low they set their price, they never gonna have Disney shit. They never gonna have Netflix shit. They never gonna have Amazon shit. A price range only really matters when you're selling comparable products. And I mean, I don't think at this point the art that they're presenting can be regarded as comparable. Like Disney has, you cannot compare to Disney's catalog. Nobody can.
Especially with Marvel coming out and announcing all their shows that are about to pop up.
Disney does not like regular market practices do not apply to art that's licensed.
And Netflix is known. Netflix is definitely known with their shit in the original. HBO.
HBO, they have their own lane.
Oh, HBO, them niggas on fire.
Pricing can't affect your content in this case. If you're selling like, okay, you have these two computers, right? If one store has like Apple stores, bro, like you can't just drop the price on your Dell and say, oh, that's not how that shit work.
Y'all gotta realize also too that the reason I brought up, if you buy Apple product, you get their streaming services for free for years, because a lot of Apple products out there in the world, a lot of people are buying that latest iPhone that's dropping and those tablets and shit. So
Apple is really good at that shit.
If I already got hold on. If I already got an Apple product, can I just get that shit for free, or do I gotta get a new
you gotta buy.
You gotta buy a new one and shit. But like Apple's really good at like tying
marketing.
It's
synergy.
Lifestyle.
It's business synergy.
Business synergy, bro. Like they'll have the Apple Watch, they'll have the Apple phone. They got the iMessage to tie it in socially. I don't know what they did with Snapchat, but Apple phones always look better on Snapchat. And that
like they make sure they make sure that everything Apple is compatible with another Apple product. Like you get the most out of it if you get the Apple product as well.
Yeah, you got to tie it. Like you can't. It's not. There was actually like a lawsuit or some kind of something launched at them by I think it was Spotify, against Apple Music, saying how hard they make it. Not even necessarily for the app to function, but for it to be accessible. That accessibility, like that's Apple's peak. They're very good at that. And not only that, but like the trendiness. So not only is it convenient, but it's out there, which makes it more convenient because everyone else has it. And the way Apple is set up, the more people on Apple, the better they do. The more people with them blue messages, the better they do.
Also,
more people with AirPods, the better they do.
Hold on. Before y'all go on, like the real question is, who's getting BET Plus, y'all?
Look.
Y'all niggas fucking with BET Plus. Hold on. Y'all ain't gonna support the black business? Come on, man.
Like businesses, but that's a white establishment.
The game.
Stop.
What other shows is on BET? If they bring back BET After Dark, then oh boy, I'm
definitely doing that. Stop.
I'm fucking that shit back up.
Oh, by the way, y'all niggas asleep on Oprah being a part of Apple. By the way,
my God.
Look, she can bring her show back. I'm just saying.
This nigga on Oprah clip, bro, man. Get the fuck out of here.
She's like 85 years old, bro. She's just trying to survive.
Old as shit, man. She's just trying to get a bag off of y'all.
Also, don't underestimate black people's buying power, nigga.
I bet they put what's it called? Neverland. What's that one? What's that Neverland shit called? If they put Neverland shit on Apple Plus, I'm definitely not buying that shit.
That's on HBO, nigga. Ain't gonna be on.
That's on HBO.
Yeah, it's HBO.
Oh fuck no, I ain't.
HBO or not, nigga.
Hell no, ain't nobody boycott HBO, nigga. Nah.
That new Game of Thrones prequel coming out.
Fuck Michael Jackson, they got dragons, nigga.
Anyway, right? Let's move on, man. We talked about that shit enough.
Morgan, I like how you just sit in the call not saying anything, bitch. Anyway, go ahead.
Why would you do that? What?
That nigga called me out in the comments. That nigga was talking shit in the comments. That nigga typing hella hard in the section, saying shit in real life, man. I'm just saying.
Morgan got two personas, bro. He's always gonna be a chat nigga. You gotta accept.
Podcast ass nigga, man. Keep that nigga in the comments. If you gonna be in the
all our fans are podcast niggas. That doesn't work here. No? We're all on the podcast. You can't say this.
Nigga, but let's play a game. Let's play a quick game of one gotta go. This is gonna be 4 slots. All right, it's gonna be something short, just to break up all this discussion about streaming services and shit. All right. So let's play Revenge Series. Right. This is a one gotta go about Revenge Series.
Hello.
Oh, they go Morgan. Are you here? Okay.
Here go this
Stone. What's good?
What's good? You want nigga? What's good, bro?
What's the beef, man?
What's the beef? You don't want to call me out. You said hush Stone in the comments like I ain't gonna say shit.
I'm
and then
telling
earlier
you,
this
hush, because you know your channel. I'm watching out for you. I don't want you
and
to say anything bad.
and earlier your ass was saying, "Oh yeah, this is Stone. I made him." Well, like you don't think that? You don't think I heard that?
That's a fact, though.
Oh, whole ass like I couldn't say anything. That's all.
Order in the court. Quiet down.
This dude in the comment though. I don't know who he is, but he said, "Morgan, get your dumb ass in the car." Now he's saying, "Kick Morgan." Yeah, I cooked they change on
Who
me.
is that nigga, man? I don't even know who that nigga is.
I think that's it's on his other account.
Hold up. Game time, guys. We're gonna do one gotta go. Now, this is based off the story and the characters, right? All right. So here we go. All right, one gotta go. We got Old Boy. These are revenge stories, right? Best revenge stories. Old Boy, top right. We got Kill Bill. I mean, top left. Sorry, we got Kill Bill. We got John Wick. We got Code Geass.
I wish my fucking screen would load up.
Code Geass first round.
What do we rating these on?
Bro, I can't even see the screen,
These
nigga.
are revenge stories, man.
I fast forward. I can't see this shit. How you gonna fast forward the live feed, nigga? The fuck, like?
I'm just saying because you slow. I just assumed you was behind.
This nigga retarded, bro, man. You suck my dick. Anyway, Code Geass first round, nigga. Wait, no. What am I doing? What am I talking about? No.
Get Old Boy out of here. To be
I ain't see Old Boy.
Yeah, I ain't see Old Boy.
I ain't seen Old Boy.
Say get
It looked fire, but I never.
Didn't that nigga fuck his own daughter in that movie or some shit like that?
Oh God.
Incest.
I heard.
Spoiler
alert, my bad.
Yes or no, Bush? Yes or no? Yes or no, nigga?
Let's show you some hints, man. There you go. There's some hints.
Oh,
that's not what I
I
asked.
saw it on the screen.
That's not what he asked. That's not what he asked.
I saw it.
Oh shit!
Yeah, get Old Boy out of here, dog.
No, look, no.
What do you mean,
Spoiler alert. Here we go. All right. So the story of Old Boy is about
I don't give a fuck. Did he fuck his daughter or not? Nigga?
No, he
Answer
did
the
not.
question.
That's the point. He saw a dude. A dude got caught fucking his sister, and I think to prevent him from snitching or whatnot, he kind of fucked him up. He put him in a room by himself and locked him away so he wouldn't tell his secret or something. I haven't seen it in a long time, but I think that's the gist of the story.
That nigga enough for me. Get that shit out.
That nigga definitely fucked his dog. It said Hammer versus incest. What the fuck you talking about?
Actually, I think he may have fucked his. Yo, he did fuck his daughter too. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he got.
It's out. It's out.
He did. Because the dude tricked him into fucking his daughter because he saw him fuck his sister.
Why you keep explaining it? It's gone.
Okay.
Get over it, bro. Get rid of it, nigga.
All right.
So you like incest then? Bush supports incest. That's another one on you, bro.
I'm with incest, but it's still gone.
Oh my god.
This nigga
All right. So okay.
It makes sense why this nigga like white girls, man.
Anti-success.
Incest is wincest.
All right. So Stone and
get you off the internet.
Stone and Truth was saying Old Boy is gone. Where you at?
Morgan said Old Boy too, nigga.
Oh
yeah.
Damn.
It's gone, nigga. Get the fuck rid of it.
He fucked his own daughter, dog.
He was tricked into fucking his daughter.
How you get tricked into fucking your daughter, dog?
Ain't nothing wrong with a little incest. Tell him.
You gotta watch the film, man.
No, I want you to tell me how do you get tricked into fucking your own flesh and blood?
You gotta watch.
How can they trick you into doing that?
He was not in his daughter's life because he was locked away. That's why he didn't know it was.
He was definitely in his daughter's life. Apparently,
tell that the nigga's born with extra chromosomes.
He was in her guts, nigga, not her life.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here. Kid gonna come out looking like the hunchback of Notre Dame and shit. Like,
nigga,
the fuck out of here with
kink
this shit,
shame, boy. What's wrong with y'all niggas?
We sent that motherfucker to heaven,
I
man.
bet I look at y'all niggas' browser history. Y'all be watching scat and shit, man. Y'all nigga amputee shit.
No,
what?
I don't know. Is that even a genre, nigga? Like, what the fuck?
You got some issues, but
look. Anyway, next one we got. So, old boy is gone, nigga. Old boy is out of here. Code Geass.
I don't know about that one. Get John Wick out of here. That shit kind of overrated.
John Wick kind of overrated. Like, niggas like him, the gunplay and shit, but it ain't really that deep.
It's solid. Don't get me wrong, but
It's not crazy. Yeah, it ain't got no iconic
This nigga
moment.
Lelouch took over the world and then domed himself. Like I'm too.
Yeah, I'm
powerful.
getting rid of Code Geass too. I didn't like the way that.
What?
Yeah, that shit trash.
That shit.
Oh my god.
The ending was not satisfying, man.
Smooth brain, cranium ass.
Suicide is not entertaining.
Hold up. He was close to fucking his sister too, man. He cared a lot.
He cared for her. He did not ever put dick in her.
He did not fuck this sister, sir.
It's literally impossible.
It's anime. It's anime, man. He
can do whatever he wants.
No,
he had a whole magical eye.
Y'all niggas got.
All right, it's time for the chat to decide. It's a tie. Chat is on you.
Oh, they're saying get John Wick the fuck out of here. See, I told you. Wick is only a good. It says only good for action. That's true. That's basically
the
get
plot.
The fuck out of here.
Story and plot, nigga.
Y'all got
you. John Wick don't got character. John Wick don't got plot. It's just action. Fuck out of here.
Yo, who is this? I'm at the. Hold on.
Don't leave a nigga in here. Let the nigga stay.
Yeah. He said, "Get Code Geass the fuck out of here." That's
nah, he didn't say that. I didn't see what his message said.
You gotta chill, bro.
Stop. I'm taking your privileges away, nigga.
Did you kick that nigga? You kicked that nigga.
I ain't kicked that nigga. I put him on timeout.
Why is all his shit gone, dog? What the fuck?
He timed him.
When you time them out, it takes away the most.
Yeah, take away all their stuff.
Oh, okay. Damn.
I ain't seen the
nigga. What's that shit Beers did? He Hawkeyed that nigga? The fuck?
Anyway, we got Code Geass and Uma Thurman, Kill Bill. So,
honestly, get Kill Bill out of here, dog.
What? That is the best revenge story.
Get Geass. Get Geass out of here.
I don't give a fuck about directors, dog.
Geass lost.
3-1.
Let's get Geass.
That shit out of
here. Kill Bill is my shit, man.
That's fine. I'm just stating my opinion. It's cool if y'all wrong.
Got Lucy Liu. They got Uma Thurman.
That's the only reason you like the movie.
That's all the reason I need, nigga.
Lucy Liu before Uma. Who says that shit?
That's all I gotta say.
Never heard nobody say Lucy before Uma.
That was the most fire scene in part 1. You can't even fucking lie, man.
Stone, when did you first know you like Asian joints, bro? Like when did it start?
Anime.
What's your
I knew that nigga Bush was gonna say that.
Anime is white shit.
So it happened when I started watching
soccer on the screen and just
anime is white women. Yeah, it's definitely white women.
I mean, I guess you could say that. I guess you could say
that's actually facts.
You kind of right about that. Kind of right about that shit.
Half of the motherfuckers blondish. Hey, ain't it crazy that like the ultimate form of Super Saiyan is just looking white? Like you get white hair and blue eyes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Fucking Japan, man.
Man, them niggas crazy.
Fucking Japan.
They had to take that L. It would have been.
Speaking of anime, let's talk about PewDiePie, man.
What?
That transition was ass, nigga. That shit was horrible. God damn.
Speaking about the Ubermensch, let's talk about PewDiePie. How about that, nigga?
All right, so PewDiePie back in the news, man. All right.
Oh yeah, I did see what he did.
So yeah, he donated to the ADL, and then he took his money back when his racist fans got mad. So
he never finished the donation. He
never made the donation. He said he was going to donate, but he didn't fill out the application.
Before we get going on this,
according to Bush.
I thought the organization was racist.
And just for context,
Anti-Defamation League, nigga. What?
I didn't know what it was. I just saw
they were racist too. Yeah, they had like anti-Semitic. They had anti-Semitic remarks out there.
They're literally
an
organization.
Yeah, hell yeah. What the fuck?
Drop the panel. Please drop the panel. I never seen that. They're literally the Anti-Defamation League, bro. How?
It said PewDiePie withdraws donation from racist organization.
Like, yeah, they had
anti-Semitic shit. What racist shit?
They had anti-Semitic.
It was an article.
They had anti-Semitic.
Breitbart? What the fuck your article from, nigga?
Nigga, I'm trying to tell you, y'all ain't listening. They had anti-Semitic remarks from the company itself.
What were the remarks? What were the
nigga? It was
I'm looking it up. Can I look it up?
What? So you said all that to say, oh my bad, I don't have an example. I just want to say.
Oh my god, this nigga can't. If you give me a fucking chance, nigga, damn.
All right, go ahead.
And just for context, this is for a celebration when he finally hit 100 million subscribers on YouTube. Ain't nobody touching that. Ain't nobody touching him.
They gave him a Sharingan icon. That shit looked tough.
Ain't nobody touching that nigga.
They pulled that shit out of Mount Doom and shit like that.
Yeah, Leo, it's PewDiePie hating Jews again, man. That's what's basically.
No, chill.
Let's
allowed to do that.
Yo, no, let's play the video. Let's play the video here. Hold on, here you go.
PewDiePie made an about face on a hefty donation to a non-profit.
I'm sorry for all the confusion, and I'm sorry for messing this up.
Just weeks earlier, PewDiePie, whose real name is Felix Kjellberg, celebrated a milestone, 100 million subscribers. In his announcement video, he said he was going to share his success with a non-profit organization.
I'm donating $50,000 to Anti-Defamation League, which is an organization that fights bigotry and prejudice in all its forms.
But he says his fans called him out on it.
When I uploaded the video talking about the charity, it was very brief, and people could tell something was off. The whole internet just didn't believe it. Like, why is he donating to this charity? Look at his face. Full conspiracy mode. It was very interesting to watch that unfold.
PewDiePie explained he collaborated on that video with a sponsor, and together they decided it would include a donation to a charity. He later said he was advised to choose the Anti-Defamation League, which is not a charity he has a particular passion for. But he decided to go along with it because of some of his own past controversies.
I saw it as an opportunity to put an end to these alt-right claims that has been thrown against me. It wasn't to try and clear my name or save grace. If it was, I would have done it years ago.
PewDiePie has come under fire in the past for racist language. The Anti-Defamation League says it has not received any communication from PewDiePie beyond his public posts. For InsideEdition.com.
Fuck. We're not supposed to laugh at that. Hey, cut that out. Edit that out. Wait. Fuck, I can't say none of this shit I was gonna say because I laughed at Stone. Fuck. It's not what they. It's not an Iron Cross. It's a Georgian thing.
I agree with Leo, man. No one. But Bush, I kind of.
Let's get to the news, bro. Get to the news, bro. Fuck, this not the one, bro.
Like, I just don't feel like, I don't know. I don't care enough, bro.
All I know is this.
Yo, come on, bro. Like,
so clearly, Bush. Hold on. Before you continue, wait, Bush. Before you continue, just be clear that you're saying what you feel. What you're saying is not news. This is what you feel. Make that distinction.
Oh my God. What a fucking king. Bush came ready for the hit piece, man. Damn, bro.
That nigga came loaded. So, Bush, in light of that, how do you feel about this? Are you canceling or supporting? Bush, don't even.
Can you tell us if you want to cancel or support him?
Bush, I want to know your opinions. Fuck other people. Hey, Bush like a little kid when they get in trouble. They like, but she, Bush.
Oh, so we can't. Oh, we can't. They can't hear me. Okay.
Hear Bush. Hold
on. All right. They can't hear me. Okay. What I was basically saying is like, all right. What I was saying is that everybody knows that the symbol on his sweater is like part of some clothing company, some clothing line or whatnot. It's not the actual Iron Cross, the Nazi symbol. But a lot of people are saying that this is. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are saying that this is like a dog whistle.
They're still saying they can't hear Bush.
They can hear me now. It's a delay. It's a delay.
Yeah, they probably go. Well, like type in the chat if you can hear him now. By the time I'm talking, and we'll see what's up. But yeah,
we're not gonna see that until like 10 seconds later. But.
All right, fuck it. You're not saying nothing important right now, anyways. It's good.
You can hear.
That's true.
You niggas can hear me now. Damn, y'all. How late are you niggas? God damn. Niggas
right,
like
look,
a minute behind.
Morgan said, "Fuck Bush." I know they can hear me. Now. Go ahead.
But he also said, "Fuck Truth."
All right. So,
hey, he could have been hearing me.
Look, all I'm saying is that everybody that's saying that this is not nothing, he not racist, he not a Nazi. But like the majority of his fan base is that,
Right,
and he
okay,
look,
but
look,
I don't care.
That's
Bush,
his
how do
fan
you
base. That
feel?
doesn't
I'm showing you how I'm telling you how I feel based off the information that I got. Nigga.
That doesn't necessarily. There's a whole bunch of niggas that got fan bases that are. Our fan bases are homophobic as fuck. You think that makes you a homophobe yourself?
That's a fact.
Look,
The niggas
that's
literally.
fact. Them niggas they niggas posted a nigga in short shorts and booties talking about, oh, this nigga gay, F-word, F like this. But yet go out and search for the video and then post it in the chat. Like, that doesn't necessarily, just because his fan base is surrounded within that in that group and within that hate margin or whatever, alt-right, whatever you want to say, that does not mean that it's indicative of his beliefs and his actions. Even though the things that he has said, I'm not gonna excuse that motherfucker. He said the N-word on stream like it was nothing. Like it definitely, he definitely.
I don't think you get to make that point.
Look,
I don't get to make that point.
Yeah, it's ruined your own point. I don't know why you brought. I was about to bring it up.
Not ruining my
point. I was about to bring it up,
is,
but you brought it up yourself.
Can I finish, nigga? What I'm saying is, how many times
just like
Bush, how many times have you said Bush? But how many times have you said in your past the F word, the N word, X, Y, and Z?
So this is not the past, nigga. He said that shit last year.
But that was in the past. Isn't last year the past, sir?
My. How look, we go like, what are you talking about? It don't make sense.
I got this nigga. He didn't know how to respond.
Hold on. I'm not. First of all, look, I'm not even finished. I'm not even finished. Hold up.
I wasn't even finished either, but you broke my ass apart.
Wait, guys.
What?
I didn't mean it like that.
Bush, why you laughing? What's funny about that, dog?
Yo, what you say, True? What up?
Big quote energy. Okay, so before we continue, let's be clear on where we're at in the conversation.
Yeah.
We're canceling or supporting Bush. It'd be more helpful if you could just say how you feel. And I mean, like, other people's, opinions matter or whatever, but like, how do you feel? Cancel or support, dog?
I see what you're doing here, Truth, but it's not working, man. This is I don't like it. I don't like your strategy.
Oh my God.
No. All right. Let me stop, boy. All right. I'm obviously on the cancel side, obviously, and I was going to explain why I'm on the cancel side because I know this motherfucker is like a
okay, but try to do it just from things that he's said and you've seen. Try it that way, because Stone has problems with the whole audience angle. So I guess my question as well, like, so has he, like, him not speaking against that, like, that's clearly like indication, because it's obvious, like, it's very obvious that he has this problem in this community that he's pretty much failed to address, like, responsibly. So that as well, like, that irresponsibility in itself is enough of a reason to cancel him.
Yeah, look, this is not about irresponsibility, right? That's not the angle I'm getting at right here.
Okay.
Like I'm talking about, like, him promoting that Jewish conspiracy channel ER, him being following everybody that's alt-right on fucking Twitter, then erasing all them niggas when he got called out about that shit. Like, only following alt-righters, fucking the Jewish question niggas and skull-shaped niggas on Twitter.
Skull shake. What the fuck?
People that are talking about race realism and shit. Like, yeah.
There's lots of motifs in the communities and shit like that, because they try to, like, dog whistle, so on, like clowns.
I said.
Okay, so that Bush is clear on the cancel side. Stone. Wait, Bush, we got you.
What? The side? What? All this evidence.
So you can't cancel the nigga Bush.
Your opinion.
Wait. Why you put
your opinion?
You supporting the nigga Bush?
All right, I'm done. All right, I'm sorry.
Damn, just say how you feel.
Done.
Move
on.
I'm done. Fuck. All right,
I'm
Stone.
sorry.
How do you feel? Do not Phoenix right me, nigga. Just say how you feel, please.
I might. I mean, it don't matter what the fuck we do, but, like, the nigga's still gonna be making money. I mean, cancel.
It's just your opinion,
but the thing is, I've seen conflicting reports. I've seen reports saying that the ADL had some anti-Semitic shit themselves, but I don't know.
From who?
By the way, were you able to
That's
find?
what I'm trying to
ever
get.
able to find that? Stone, if you haven't found it by yet, it probably does not exist.
Let me look up.
No
Let me look
disrespect.
up. I think it was. I don't want to say his name. Man. I'll give him a promo, even though he's bigger than us. But I seen it on a big news YouTube channel that said that
the quartering nigga Tempo.
No, not Tempo. No, I absolutely hate that nigga. Don't ever do that shit like that. But
Sarga, all them niggas, man.
He most like it's from a big YouTuber. That's what I'll say.
Yeah, big YouTubers say dumb shit though. Like, and if they say some real shit, they'll have.
That's
So as for the audience as well, because like I don't know, I feel like we gotta have good listeners. If we ever do get big, I don't want y'all niggas to be this stupid when we blow up because we gonna look bad. So for
it's too late.
Listening,
it's too late.
Man,
that'll never change.
Nah, Truth the dumbest nigga here. Fuck this. I'm tired of this nigga doing this, man. He paint himself as the smartest nigga, and then he be saying dumb shit too. Don't make it seem like you don't be saying dumb shit. Stop.
All right, let me know if this is dumb when I say it. Okay. That was smart, by the way. Anyways, so so these niggas, right? For the audience to listen to, like, responsible listening is something that you got to do, right? Because niggas will make a lot of claims. This goes to like all kinds of aspects in life. You can plug this in wherever it's relevant. As far as news goes in this specific facet, niggas will say all kinds of shit. But if they really saying something that is real, it'll be very like, you know what I'm saying? Screenshots, recordings, pictures. Like, as much as as easy as it is to send evidence out, if someone is saying shit and not showing you the evidence, especially in 2019, doubt that shit. Doubt, when I say doubt, I don't mean disregard, I mean research. So if niggas are saying,
you said the R? Oh my god.
Oh my god. Stone, what did you do to me?
Forever. Man, you got a dick rider,
hey,
True.
Facts.
That same nigga that said cancel you, man.
Damn, hey, facts. I mean, I like him supporting it. Anyways, so like, if a nigga saying some shit like that, definitely research. I just want to like get that out there, because that is like responsible listening, especially with how much information we have, misinformation and otherwise. It's really important to have that filter on it. So while I stalled for time, Stone, in that amount of time I was just bullshitting, is you find your source.
Nigga, I was watching.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I was watching. Nigga, you gonna let me respond or not, bitch ass nigga? Shut your fucking mouth. You been talking for 5 minutes straight. I'll let your ass run.
Yo, you cannot hesitate at all. This nigga will jump on that shit.
I breathe for 1 second. Oh yeah, no, this nigga ain't got no.
Stone, did you find your
fuck
source?
Out of here, boy. Like, I was watching the video right now, nigga. Damn.
Okay. So in that amount of
go
time,
on to Morgan. I know that nigga ain't got shit to say, but go on to Morgan, man.
That's a fact, actually. Morgan, what's up? By the way, we all joking. We all
that nigga NPC, bro. We know this.
Hello. Hey, I ain't about to talk in 5 paragraphs like Truth.
5 paragraphs.
That nigga gonna be saying shit, man. You just go
because your brain full of rocks, nigga. That's why you ain't got nothing.
I'm gonna actually say what I mean, unlike Bush.
Oh,
and I'm not gonna know. I'm gonna know,
and
I'm gonna know something unlike Stone.
Oh, wow. You gotta just the podcast.
Support PewDiePie, 100%.
No. Troll ass nigga, man.
100%. Throw me on that side.
That nigga said 100. Oh no, you get off.
This nigga might as well be
He
epic.
ain't do nothing wrong.
Leave immediately.
Free PewDiePie.
Okay, why?
Free? That nigga not locked up.
He not locked up at all. He glowing right now.
It's a science.
I love how everybody painted him as the victim.
Oh, you doing
when this
sayings
shit
now?
Came out, though.
Yeah. My bad.
By the way, my bad, Morgan. So what were you saying? Like, why you support him? By the way,
I just said why.
What do you mean? You said free PewDiePie.
I said he ain't doing anything wrong. Well, you didn't hear that part?
Don't trust Stone. He angry all the time.
That's true.
Yo. So he did just kick a nigga for dissent. Like, that's some wild shit.
He lucky. I'm holding my finger back. Apparently, I'm not angry all the time.
That nigga's
apparently, I'm not angry.
Yo, he a true fan. You might want to kick that nigga though.
Who's Stoop?
Oh my god! I can't get one fan. I can't get one fan. Dog, that's crazy.
We are nigga. We gotta kick that nigga though. Nah, it's bullshit.
Chill. Niggas gonna really do it if you say it. But yeah, okay. So Morgan, if I can ask you, so you don't think that you don't even just in general like pulling money back from a charity? Why do you think pulling back the money from a charity isn't wrong?
I mean, it was a racist organization. So.
Oh my god.
Okay, so I'm gonna do the same thing I did with Stone, not to take sides, because this comes up, and I just want to prove that you don't really mean the shit you say. So, what racist things do they do? What racist things do they do?
Stop watching InfoWars, nigga. Damn.
I don't watch that.
That's crazy. Hold it down, Morgan. What racist things did they do? Like, cause we speaking to
nigga subscribe to Richard Spencer and shit, dog. Like, come on.
Bullshit, and I gotta check you. So, Morgan, are you sending off of facts or just you trust the people that are saying that? Like, have you seen these things for yourself, or you just like you've heard it from reputable sources?
That nigga ain't seen shit. He saw he saw
I
news
saw
article.
articles like where Bush read from.
He saw no. Let me correct that. He saw.
We just not gonna go off articles now.
Don't you ever do that, nigga. Don't you?
We're not allowed to read from articles.
Nah, you read the nigga. You read the title, dog, and that's about it. It's like, yep, that's all the information I need. Get the fuck out.
They said we need news. Let me go look for titles. That's your exact words.
Okay, so Morgan clearly has his opinion of the organization. Stone, did you find that fucking source, dog?
Damn, nigga, like get on my dick, bro. Like, let me.
I have more videos that's on their side, all right, but I don't know if you want to watch that shit.
I just want to hear someone. I would like to hear one of these remarks, like, so we can get. Because if we're missing information, like, then that's bad. But my current stance is like this shit doesn't exist, which is all. I mean,
first of all, that nigga lied about donating.
Here we go.
That's one.
I got the article. The original announcement about his donation to the ADL comes after Kilberg stated that he wanted to move past his former controversies. Kilberg is the person associated with the ADL. Killing
that nigga named
Killjay. It's like it's like kill.
That's literally inside.
No.
Like his whole.
Y'all gonna roast me, but it's spelled KJELLBERG.
Oh yeah, he like Swedish or some shit, probably.
I'm gonna just pronounce that as Kilberg.
Kilberg first.
Kilberg. Oh my god, y'all niggas, bro. Kilberg first drew global criticism for paying two men in Fiverr to sign up with an anti-Semitic imagery.
Wait, isn't this PewDiePie?
Yeah,
that's
PewDiePie.
That's
PewDiePie name is Felix,
shit.
ain't it? Yeah.
It's Felix. Kilberg.
Felix. Okay.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh shit, that's him. Oh shit. Oh shit, that's him. Oh fuck. My bad.
Nigga, PewDiePie your source.
Oh,
nigga?
that's his last name. Oh shit.
What the fuck?
I retract. Oh no, just take me out of this whole topic. I retract all my statements, bro. I can't. I just think I hold this
the
L.
topic, dog.
I'm gonna hold the L. I'm gonna hold the L.
Nigga retired from the topic.
I'm gonna hold the L. I took it. I didn't know what the fuck I was talking about. I ain't saying. I can't say shit.
This is what I'm talking about.
Hey, that's respectable. No, that's respectable though. That's what you got to do. If you wrong, hold that. Because niggas be apologizing. They be apologizing all kinds of crazy shit, bro. I seen this one shit like, okay, I'll be into them drama videos, right? Like I told y'all, I'll be watching T channel sometimes. I came across it wasn't necessarily a T.
Speaking of gay, let's talk about our next time.
Oh God, what's the shit? Who up next? Who up next?
Oh, Malik Yoda, man.
Who's Yoda? Yeah, I'll be back.
Yo, what? Oh shit! Oh, here you go. Yo, what you mean? Truth, aren't you gonna finish the story, nigga? What's going on, man?
Oh, my bad. I thought it was really about the transition. I was just gonna say I watched this one video on he's not necessarily a T channel. He's like one of them little commenter dudes. But they basically a T channel for niggas because they're just sarcastic, but it's still as petty as like the T should be. And so it was one about the art community, and this artist got flack for referencing people. And there's like the big problem in art is like the art community in that case was like referencing versus like if it's still artistic or genuine because you're taking, you know, basically someone else's drawing, quote unquote. But what she did was more than referencing, she pretty much just traced over the old artwork. And I forgot where I was going with this.
L, that's another L tonight. We just handed these.
I completely forgot where I was going with this shit. But why are you talking about the art community? Podcast. Subscribe down below, gang.
This is what happens when y'all go against PewDiePie.
Oh shit, it's a curse though.
Yo, matter of fact, since we already on, no, let's skip that. We're not gonna talk about race. Let's talk about racism there. Fuck it. Let's jump right into it since we're already on there. So yeah, this week in racism, man. This week in racism here.
It's
you got a jingle for that yet?
Offensive.
There you go. Yeah, we do got a jingle. I'm playing it right now. All right. So y'all want to talk about that swimmer that got DQ'd for her swimsuit?
Oh, the big. Wait, how old is she again?
I think it's like middle school or high school, nigga.
Oh yeah, the young lady. Yeah.
Oh, you about to say some wild shit.
I was about to say some wild shit. Okay. Some wild shit about the establishment trying to hold her down, dog. Like, what the fuck?
All right, so here's the story right here. Now,
one of the best.
I'm gonna do what Morgan suggests, man. I'm gonna ask you whether or not this is racist. All right.
Things about the fall besides football season. In fact, I can pack that swimsuit away. But there are people who actually swim year-round and even swim in the cold like Anchorage, Alaska. But that's causing some controversy. I want to bring in Regina Ham, our RT sports correspondent. Tell us about a little controversy going on in Anchorage, Alaska about girls and their school swimsuit disqualifying them from winning their races.
So it's very interesting. So in Alaska, they swim year-round, like you mentioned. So there are two sisters, Brecken Willis and Dreamer Kowach. They are both swimmers at Diamond High School in Anchorage, Alaska. Now, Brecken actually competed in a swim event over the past few days and was disqualified because apparently her swimsuit did not cover enough. Now, both girls have been governed by the same rule that all swimmers are, that there's a modesty rule. Boys, they must cover the lower extremities. Girls must cover lower and upper extremities. So, in that mind, a swimsuit should be fine if the school's issuing it. Yeah. But the issue is here, the same ref that gave Brecken her fine and disqualify her after she won, by the way.
So she won.
So you're pretty much saying you win, but you don't win.
Okay.
And then her sister was also targeted at the same time. Now, a coach from another school, Lauren Langford, also in Anchorage, she coaches at another high school, said that these two girls are being targets of racism. Both are biracial. So they're saying that the swimsuits provided by the school are already making them immodest. And the modesty rule at that is actually vague already. So the school commissioner even put out a statement. They had some disagreements. And they wanted to say, Kirsten Johnson-Strumpler said, we're really concerned about the allegations that were brought forward, but I think we still have to complete the investigation before we can land on one side of the issue or the other, which, you know, as an official, you want to play the middle ground, but these girls are getting things taken away from them. They're taking wins away from them. They're telling them, you are being immodest, but sometimes you just can't help how your swimsuit hangs.
Well, and that's the thing. This is a school-issued swimsuit. Yes. The coaches gave this to them. If it was something that was going to cause a problem, the coaches should have pulled them off it instead of just saying, girls, you can't get that. Wear this.
All right. So just note here, I'm about to show what these girls look like. All right. So don't say anything thirsty. Get this channel removed or anything.
Oh no,
like
I'm
that.
definitely in my zone right now in terms of you know, the I'm not that in tune, bro. You better skip.
All right, so just to help you with the story here. So
why does it take 13 minutes to talk about this nigga really care? This person really cares.
All right, hold on. Let me go back a little bit.
How old are they?
They in high school, so why didn't they got a wall of text? God damn.
Yeah. I'm saying, bro.
So yeah, the news, the broadcast didn't show the picture. Here's the picture right here.
Oh, is that them after they won? Or they got disqualified, so they wouldn't be holding trophies.
Yeah.
Or she got disqualified, whatever happened.
Now, so a lot of people are saying this may not be like a race thing. This may just be due to the fact that they have a lot. Their bodies are way more developed than other girls in their range. Right? That's what they're saying. So is this racist?
What did Morgan think? Okay, so. Well, okay, I'll just answer. No, I don't think it's necessarily racist in itself. I do think it's wrong.
Okay.
Just as like the tie-in when it comes to race and bodies, I don't know if you've seen it a lot. It's like they definitely have tried. I mean, basically, like black people in America have been attacked from every conceivable angle just for being themselves, and part of that comes in with the physical. So yeah, like the curviness being a negative, although that's switched recently. Like a lot of people still remember when that shit was just used really just to market them as different, even if that in itself wasn't a bad thing. It was just something that was pushed onto people as stereotypes, because that's really what racism was. It was like you build a character out of stereotypes, then you attack it and dehumanize it. So when people see shit like this, especially after the history that we have even in like Canada, which I think this was at, even if it's not America, like they'll take it like a really strong way.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily think this is outright, like maybe it's like a microaggression or some shit, but I wouldn't call this shit racist. It's definitely wrong on the school's part, because as they've said, like that's a fucking school uniform. And
yeah,
just
the
that
school
whole
gave it
thing
to
of
her,
like,
yeah.
it's just the whole general principle of like modesty when they fucking like teenagers, bro, and you're an adult looking at them and sexualizing them. And that, even in some cases, like, okay, like don't wear spaghetti straps, whatever, fine. But if they're an athlete and they just got done fucking swimming in the pool. You know what my dick look like when I get out the pool? I'm definitely not modest.
I don't think you need to be talking about your dick with this story, nigga.
I'm definitely not trying to put it anywhere near these girls. I'm just saying, like, as a man, bro, like you were not modest when you hop out that pool. Like all kinds of stuff happens. You get wedgies, your shit shifting. You got to rearrange it.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy when you get out the pool. So for someone to have just got done exerting themselves that much, they hop out their standard issue swimsuit. Hop out that pool. First place, and you're like, your ass hanging out, fuck that, and it's not even their fault. They just swimming, bro, and it's just a body type thing. Especially, it's not even like they're doing anything to adjust. Like, what do you think that they're trying to do? Like, what?
Yeah, I don't know.
That shit is just. It might not be racist, but it's fucking stupid.
Yeah, it may be just kind of control women's bodies, and the fact that she fills out the swimsuit more than other people. We didn't even see the other team members, so we don't even know if they have a similar body. That maybe that's why they call this racist. We don't even know.
That sounds like some shit that just happens, bro. Like it's a one piece. I can't imagine that shit stays firmly planted on the cheeks at all times. Like sometimes that shit rides up. Like that's natural.
Yeah. That is definitely true. All right, let's move on to the next story here.
The 18th anniversary of.
All right, so obviously 9/11 was just happened. Not happened, but the the anniversary for the shit happened. Like, so people are making their tributes to what happened and all of that stuff. So let's watch a video made by Rudy Giuliani about 9/11 here, and tell me whether or not this is racist. So,
if it's 9/11 shit, it probably is. Them niggas crazy.
Okay.
Full frontal.
9/11
named this
song?
Who named this bitch? Oh God.
Heartfelt and touching tributes, Rudy Giuliani posted this fascist fever dream.
Wait, is that a two-tone button up? God damn, this shit kind of my bad.
Watch this.
Oh, this dumb shit. If y'all haven't seen it, it's gonna get dumb in a second.
What the hell is that authoritarian?
Yo, when that nigga flicked that nightstick out, nigga, oh.
Like he Daredevil or some shit. Fuck out of here.
Oh, shit. So what are y'all thoughts on that? Is this problematic, man?
It's problematic. It's not racist. I'm honestly not too sure what the correct terms are. I've been seeing fascism floating around, but I'm not going to speak to that. What I will speak to is how problematic it is to, like, especially with the current context, to try to present protesters as something to be beaten down.
Yeah.
And that's clearly what he about to do with that. You do not guide people with a nightstick. That shit is made to, like, hurt and, like, I'm not going to call people innocent, but it's made to enforce yourself upon people, dog. And for all intents and purposes, they are not committing any crimes. Like, even in the fucking video, he has no reason to be pulling his shit out.
Yeah, and I mean, and like, this is a 9/11. This is a video like a 9/11, like a tribute or something, or about it, or about our soldiers and
like,
officers. Yeah.
And the fact that it's supposed to be like, God bless America. Like, what? The most American thing in that video is the protest. Like, what?
Yeah. And he about to beat the protesters to death with a nightstick, man. What the fuck? It's on some Punisher shit. Like that's why those characters are popular, I believe, man. This vigilante shit, Batman.
Well, the Punisher himself, like, yeah, I've seen that shit. I know he's popular. You're right about that. But even there's what is it saying? There's articles, right, about how the Punisher himself is not, like, there's a comic fucking panel with the Punisher in it telling a police officer not to even hype him up like that. Like, nigga, you supposed to be doing you. I do me over here. The nigga says that in the comics. I don't know if it's before or after he got popular with it. But, I mean, death of the author and all that. But the intent is not to be a symbol for them niggas.
Yeah,
he's clearly outside of law. And niggas inside the law need to stay in their lane, bro. That is not you. That should not be you. The moment you try to cross that line, you render yourself like.
Yeah, but intent don't really matter oftentimes. So especially like cases with like PewDiePie, man. So it don't matter what that nigga was trying or what he was trying. People gonna take it the same way.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. Like, people take, things and it turns into what people see it as, like perceptions, reality type shit. But the difference between PewDiePie is he has never really put a good counter argument out there. He's just been letting it swirl in one direction. And he's at least aware of the criticism, it seems like, and he addresses the criticism, but he doesn't address his fan base as readily. Like, he's never been as responsive when it comes to you know, the alt-right nuances in his fan base as he is to the anti-Semitism in the ADL for some whatever reason.
He was responsive in backing them niggas. Cause as soon as they talk shit on him about that donation, that nigga quickly made a video. I apologize. So yeah, he reacts.
Like he's never that responsive. Like he's never that responsive when it comes. Exactly. So I'm saying, like, if it's definitely the author, PewDiePie is reacting in a way that encourages the narrative that in the other case is being countered by the author. Like them niggas is saying, no, this is not what the fuck we about. PewDiePie is not doing that same shit by any means. And as we keep saying, like, I don't know to what extent he's in with that shit, but it's definitely not opposites. Like, that's definitely not what he on.
All right. What the fuck happened to Morgan? These niggas this nigga Stone.
He's probably back in the chat or some shit.
But yeah, let's move on. What do y'all want to go next from here? Y'all want to do that? Because we still got to do that oppression tier list. That's going to be interesting. We got Malik shit. What do y'all want to go next? Shaun, I mean, you said you didn't want to talk about Shaun King versus DeRay McKesson. So,
okay, that shit is kind of,
Cause I got it queued up.
Oh, not on air. Not on air. I wanted to do that shit like as its own separate topic. We could go over it briefly for the audience and shit, but like basically, if y'all not hip, you got it queued up though. You can run a video. I'll talk about it afterwards. Just straight.
All right.
I mean, this is some shit that like a lot of people might not care about. It's just interesting to witness. Like this is the shit that makes me feel like I'm really living in the same history I watch. I don't know how to put it. We'll talk about
Greetings and salutations. Greetings and salutations.
Oh, this nigga in the blue jacket and shit.
Reporting for your Black World News with an
we got
article
social
from
justice
News
leaders
1.
beefing.
Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and visit theblackbusinessschool.com to learn about financial literacy and how you can grow your business today.
What the fuck going on?
Yeah, that's a fact.
Shaun King and DeRay McKesson once worked closely together, but had an epic falling out that played out on Twitter years ago. Like most social media feuds, it was hard to tell who was right or wrong, but people still took sides. Since then, they've rarely mentioned each other. Until now.
All right, Bush.
McKesson wrote a scathing...
Nigga, chill.
And that nigga still ain't on up to it.
In a piece for Medium, McKesson goes on and on about how he trusted King, believed in his work, but then noticed dismissiveness and bad communication. He then implies King stole money from Justice Together, where McKesson was a board member at one point, and said, to date, it's not clear that Shaun filed the appropriate taxes for Justice Together, as there's no 990 form available for public review from the IRS website. He also slammed Shaun King's fundraising report, claiming it was not independent. McKesson also alleged that King did not raise millions and that he took credit for other people's work. He takes credit for 100% of all funds raised for any fundraiser whose link he has ever posted online, in an email blast, or retweeted. McKesson also referenced the Clarissa Brooks incident, where King demanded an apology after she reportedly said that he stole or spent money that was raised for Centoya Brown, which King claimed he never raised money for. McKesson cites a bunch of failed projects from King. Basically, McKesson believes King is a fraud. King's been defending his name for weeks after Rihanna announced she would honor the Morehouse man at an upcoming award ceremony. Social media went ham and demanded that she reconsider. In response, King released a 72-page report of, quote, every single penny I've ever raised, end quote, since Black Lives Matter began. The documents were compiled and authored in part by people like Tamika Mallory, co-chair of the Women's March and co-founder of Justice League NYC, and civil rights attorney Lee Merritt. The report focused on fundraisers that King promoted through his social media accounts and provided what King said was a full accounting of his financial relationship with Real Justice PAC and Action PAC, along with 5 years of his tax returns. In addition, King said the authors of the fundraising report had unlimited access to his and his family's checking accounts, savings accounts, credit cards, retirement accounts, and money management software. I've helped raise over $34.5 million for families, charities, causes, and campaigns, King tweeted Tuesday morning. A 7-person expert review board inspected every penny, including the past 5 years of my tax returns. Their 72-page report. In addition, the families of Nia Wilson, Philando Castile, Terrence Crutcher and multiple other people killed in recent years vouched for King. The family of Botham Jean, the man who was killed by Dallas police officer Amber Geiger a year ago this Friday, had nothing but glowing words for King. We have had the pleasure of interacting with Shaun King in the months.
I mean, so that's basically the video. He's just gonna go further about other people, other victims of police brutalities, families defending Shaun King. But yeah, a lot of stuff involved with this story. First off, like this always happens with activists.
Wait, before we review it, there's one more addendum, I guess you could say, or like development. If you go to Shaun King's Twitter page, this shit happened I was at work when this shit happened. His wife took over his fucking Twitter, dog. This is Shaun's wife, Ray. I am taking over Shaun's account for the next 48 hours to speak my piece about the attacks against our family. All right, go ahead.
Yeah. So that here's a couple of the developments, right? Shaun is being honored at the Diamond Ball by Rihanna, right? Gets called the grifter and a fraud when that was announced. Then Shaun King goes ahead and releases the 72-page report with his tax returns, his fundraisers, and families of victims vouching for him. And the claims of fraud get quiet. People don't really talk about it as much because he released this big ass document, which most people didn't read. Like, I ain't gonna lie, that shit is 72 fucking pages. But he released it.
I didn't read that shit. I want to read it offline though. We could go through that shit, bro. This shit
Hell no, that shit.
It'll be fun, bro. It'll be fun.
So then DeRay McKesson writes an article on Medium, questioning his integrity. Still, he's been on that like for a while. Here's a tweet from him in 2015 talking about that. So yeah, he goes ahead and releases this article, and from there, I guess Shaun King they kind of go back and forth on Twitter. What else? I'm trying to look at the timeline here. Okay, then he gives his account to his wife for 48 hours. That shit happens, and I think Shaun King writes a response, and then Shaun King's response. He talks about how DeRay is being criticized for the same shit, right? People in Ferguson, like, we don't really know that nigga. He not really from the streets. He not from here. We don't know why he's famous or popular. So, criticism all the way around. So, basically, both these niggas making hit pieces on each other, all right? Mm-hmm. That's pretty much the story right now. Here's like a picture of the 34 million fundraiser, 72-page report, the cover of it. But yeah, here's a quote from DeRay. It is important to note that Shaun's journalism has done some good by bringing attention to stories that may have gone underreported or overlooked. But the person who paints your house before he steals your car has still committed theft, right? So yeah, that's that's pretty much the story right there. Anything you want to say about this? Anything you want to add to it?
I wanted to kind of get my thoughts together off air, but like live, I'm definitely not gonna pass no judgment because even in today's society, I don't think any imperfection is a reason enough to be like invalidation. You know what I'm saying? Like a mistake doesn't invalidate all the work.
You sound kind of low. You got your shit low.
My bad. I said a mistake doesn't invalidate all the work that you do, but starting from the beginning, like, I don't know, bro. This shit is a petty move to go against by DeRay because I definitely don't think it was motivated by, I want the truth to come out. Like, niggas is mad, so they write hit pieces. However, I do not doubt that there is some truth in what DeRay is saying regarding mismanagements of certain funds, just due to the fact that when I'm reading a response, okay, so if we take into account how carefully he crafted that 72-page article, and you have someone making statements and calling into question claims that were made, and your response opens up with attacks on their character, and then you respond to some of the points made in that article, my sense is going off, bro. I don't like that. I don't like the way that's structured, because the structure tells you a lot about the content. If someone has something to say, in my opinion, like, they'd say it first, especially when it's serious, and I think like attacks on your character are serious, and his tone seems to take it seriously, but the structure isn't the tone of someone who is right. The structure is the tone of someone who is like trying to do. Why would you even need to attack someone if you're right? You feel me? Like when I'm right, I don't even gotta argue with you. I just say that shit. Like my.
Wait,
like,
who are you talking about? D-Ray? Like right now, who are you talking about?
Shaun King's response.
Shaun King's
so
response,
D-Ray
okay.
made the allegations, and
Okay.
Shaun King's response, he attacked D-Ray's character for like the first half, bro. In my personal opinion,
Yeah.
I don't think that when you got some shit to say, you gonna waste time on that other nigga. You gonna be like, boom, 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 and this why you a bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, I don't know. Look, I don't know if you can necessarily say that with a response piece, right? I mean, because he was clearly hurt. That nigga was hurt about that whole situation, and his wife has been. She tweets every fucking minute, nigga. Like, damn. Like, if you go to the Twitter page right now, shit.
She lit, like she not having that shit.
That shit is
like,
crazy.
God. And I don't know. Part of this shit is like, I definitely don't think. Okay, for the weirdos out there, bro, I don't know if any of y'all gonna make it to our channel.
God, nigga, where you going? You left the mic completely. God damn.
My bad. For you weird motherfuckers, bro, like, for you weird niggas, bro, like, this has nothing to do with the validity of either one's case. Like, they both do work. Do not try to say some shit about Black America. Do not try to come for these protests. We will continue to do what we have to do. But when you work together with people, there is friction. And this is some shit that happened to leak out to the public. Probably, from what I'm reading,
that shit didn't
on
leak,
D-Ray's
nigga. That
account,
nigga said it. Didn't leak.
Them niggas flooded it out to the public. I mean, this is a personal
Nigga made
beef,
an article,
right?
nigga. What?
Okay, this is a personal beef that should have been handled between two people.
Yeah.
This does not seem like a professional beef on D-Ray's part or now on Shaun King's part. I maybe from what I'm seeing, it seemed like it was a dismissal, and then D-Ray blocked that nigga because he was feeling some type of way, and then he's just been throwing accusations, some founded, some not, from what I'm seeing so far. But I don't want to be taken on that. Definitely, everybody do your research. I'm not an expert on this shit. This shit just seems.
So
like crazy to me.
What are your thoughts on the fact that similar to the Kevin Hart situation where somebody was on the verge of like he's been on the verge of being awarded by Rihanna or being propped up, and he comes out and says, the timing of it.
Yeah, the timing too is definitely why I think this shit is like, it's a motive. You feel me? Like niggas don't just, especially people that are as successful as them. These men are both experts in their fields, bro. You cannot be an activist and not know how to maneuver yourself. But that's why I regard experts differently, and why I view like, I think we've had this, I don't know how far back we had this talk, but how I view like the artist is not necessarily being the forefront of like their success, of the persona success. Like Cardi B as an artist isn't necessarily as important as Cardi B as a product, because they're those people behind you that make you able to like move through society and be out there and be presentable. That shit has so much importance. And for people like this who have done that shit for themselves, for the most part, they definitely have good instincts, if not practice, on how to maneuver and when to say certain things for a desired effect. And it is pretty clear that D-Ray put this out to hurt Shaun King.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a debate.
Yeah, he definitely
and
did.
I think that's I know no misogyny, but that's a bitch move, dog. Like, I don't know how else to say that shit. That's a bitch move, bro. Niggas trying to glow up and you gotta try to, I don't fuck with that. But then the response, it look iffy. Like, I don't know, bro. The response looking iffy to my eyes. What you think?
I mean, yeah, his response is kind of like, don't believe this nigga. He just jealous. And
like for one example, my bad. For one example, like the fact about being friends on the pen, like it's not an independent review. Period. What is your response? How dare you question the authenticity of da-da-da-da-da? Like, that's not the point. They can be very respectable in what they do, but they also respect you a lot. Like
that's true. He said maybe he did us a favor.
Yeah.
So here's this is an old video right here. This is not new. This is like right after he got people attacked him for being a part of that diamond ball shit that Rihanna was doing. This is Shaun King response to criticism.
We don't march and protest because we like to march and protest. All we want to do is be free.
From New York, Shaun King. Good morning, Shaun.
Hey, good morning, everybody. You know, 2 weeks ago, I launched a national campaign to flip the Senate. And last week, we got some great news. And I thought last week was going to be a great week. Rihanna announced that I was going to be honored at her Diamond Ball. And every day since, I've been called a scammer, a fraud, a thief, a grifter, and not just by random trolls and conservatives, but by real people who said that I was getting rich off of fundraisers for families
Hey, that's a fact. Trolls ain't real people.
Impacted by police brutality. That's a quote.
Yeah.
That I was stealing and scamming with our campaign to flip the Senate. That's a quote from somebody online. That I'm stealing from gullible people who are just...
Oh, yeah, that Flip the Senate campaign. You hip to that or not?
I don't know about it, so I can't speak on it. So I wasn't even informed.
I think the goal of it is really like, even if President fuck up, like sways public opinion enough to get a new president in office, if there isn't a new Senate as well, like people that can help pass some laws in a direction, like the new president will get stalled out like Obama did for most of his term.
Yeah, y'all fuck with
Not
that.
saying like Obama's a savior, but
so you mean like replace everybody when a new president comes in office?
Yeah, so we can so there'll actually be power to move in a certain direction, not just in the figurehead, but like
the
government being leaning in a certain way.
See, here's the thing though, that shit it goes the other way, nigga. It's not good. It's worse. So I agree with it, but
I mean, definitely not. There are definitely some. We'll get into that, but that's the basis of the shit.
Just frightened in the age of Trump. That's a quote. And all of those things are complete fabrications. It hurts me. It hurts the work that I do. It's impacted my wife, my children, my actual.
Okay. I don't want to disrespect family men like that. If you genuinely a family person, I'm starting to understand. I'm definitely too young to get it, but I'm starting to see how much people put into their families. Like, I got to do what I work with, right? Like, I could tell them sometimes when I talk to them, like, even if I can't understand that as a person, even if I don't fully believe it, I can see it, like, at least in his actions and in his thoughts, like, his family is a part of who he is as a man, right? And especially a man in America, if you follow gender roles or whatever, like, you have to take responsibility for that. So, and a mom is, like, any parent, like, you're taking responsibility for your family. So I understand that should be at the forefront of your thoughts, but that shit don't hit me, bro. That shit that shit make me more suspicious, dog. I don't know how to put it. Like, you addressing professional criticisms with comments about your family, that is shit that weak niggas do.
Yeah, that definitely softens the blow.
Actual responsibility.
Yeah.
Oh, like you're picking your family up and putting them between you and the criticism.
Exactly.
They have nothing to do with this. I would never put, and he's actually done that. He himself has said like, oh, I don't put my family up online or stuff like that because I'm afraid of them getting targeted, right? And then to like bring them in, at least the ideological idea of their family, though, you can still use that safely and just fucking like shield yourself between the criticism like a fucking crooked cop. Like, that shit is crazy.
Yeah.
That shit is crazy. But I don't know. I definitely do not fuck with that. That is not hitting
me. Places of employment, my fundraising for families and candidates. And so I recorded just this week on my latest episode of my podcast, The Breakdown. I recorded almost an hour conversation where I answered the top 7 questions about my fundraising, my personal finances, and more. And it's really embarrassing to have to do this, but it's necessary. I get specific about every single penny I've ever raised for families, for campaigns, for charities, and so much more.
And that's pretty much it. I guess we don't have to go any further. We kind of already talked about that with the 72-page report. All this shit is included in all of this conversation. So, I mean, that's pretty much it. I guess we can't say nobody else knows about these two people but us. So I guess we can't do the whose side are you on? So I mean, I guess we just in the middle.
Oh, I'm leaning D-Ray for now, bro. One, I love that petty shit. Fuck, keep that energy up, nigga. Keep niggas accountable, bro. Fuck it. I don't care if you coming from a petty place. Call niggas out, bro. I do not care. Shaun King, keep doing your job, bro. Do your work. Be on your shit. But if niggas get caught slipping, bro, it's obvious sometimes, dog. And I got that Dave Chappelle feeling, bro. Like, if I was one of Shaun King's friends, I would just be quiet, bro, because that nigga got some shit to sort out when it come down to it, if he's going to end up addressing these. Otherwise, I mean, his tactic is good, man. Keep slinging on that nigga D-Ray. Fuck them other questions, bro. Just do you.
I mean, I'm for people exposing people that are doing wrong. But, like, what did he really expose, though? Like, you mentioned, like, mismanagement of funds and things like that. Is it, like, because I think the difference here, is it just mismanagement of funds, or is it, like, straight up fraud or being sinister or cynical about the whole thing? Like, just actively taking people's money to scam them, or you just being poor at business? Like, there's a difference between those two. Is he saying that?
Oh yeah, I don't think he's Trump level incompetent or some shit, and he's clearly removed himself from handling money, which is part of the responses that he's made. Is like, honestly, bro, I don't touch the money, like, for the most part. But part of D-Ray's like questions and concerns have come from things like, by the way, most of the shit that seems that I'd have a question about personally, I don't have a question about shit that was covered in that report besides the general panel of non-independent people, but I don't even know enough about finances for that to make a difference to me.
Yeah.
So I'm not that worried about it. But his shit starts August 2014 and ends 2009. Like, you know, August 2014 to present. Because most of the criticism that he's run into has been around that time when the Black Lives Matter movement really popped off and shit.
Yeah,
So that's when niggas, like, he name drops, like, you know, Eric Garner's family, Mike Brown's family. Like, all those people can attest to the good work he's done. Some D-Ray has brought up shit from 2013. And in Shaun King's response, all he says in regards to stuff about from 2013 that I can clearly remember, that's proof that's verified in his report, is that to say, oh, well, the report cuts off here, nigga, fuck is you talking about? And I think he says like, oh, well, this money went back to everybody. That's why we didn't file reports.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't want to disparage his claims because I'm only 22. I know shit about success or taxes, so I can't say nothing about that. But I know niggas, bro. I know the vibes, bro. Like, that shit is not, and I'm talking like I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, so definitely don't take me in my word. But that shit do not feel right. Like, to me, his response, something about there is off. And if we wait like however long for the next couple developments, I'd put money down that like some shit is gonna pop up.
I mean, we'll see. I think that's pretty much all that needs to be said. We'll just wait and see. Let's move on to something else here. So that was a pretty heavy and lengthy topic. We don't want to dive right into the gay stuff.
Olympics. Oh, okay. Right, what gay stuff can be heavy too? The big long like what?
I'm gonna give what does the fan base want to do next before we we
got Olympics or dick.
We got the Oppression Olympics.
Or dick, choose one.
We got one got to go with movie stars, right? The Oscar contenders or whatnot. We got the Malik stuff. But yeah, Truth, you definitely need to fix your mic though. Is Morgan and Stone here? Y'all here?
Yo, I'm back.
All right. Because we can do the Oppression Olympics shit if y'all really want to jump into that.
Thought you just had
right now, or still crazy?
You just had an Olympic topic, didn't you? And then you want to talk about oppression?
I mean, it's a tier list.
I know. I'm just.
I want to wait for Stone to come back before we do the tier list, but
we can do something light then. We can do something like.
We need Stone and or Josh to make that shit pop.
He said every stream.
I'm not talking to Morgan for 3 hours.
True, don't act like I don't body you all the time. It's okay.
He said, "Yeah, I'll make." All right, so this one got to go then. Hollywood movie stars, though. All right. Hollywood movie stars, acting, films, charisma. All right. All right.
So we're judging all these movie stars based off their acting, film, like in that order, like acting over film.
Well, all those things are included, not in any order, but just all those things are included. That's what we're focusing on.
Okay. Hey, you know, it said stop comparing woes. You gotta love us equally, nigga.
This nigga. Oh shit. All right. So we got Denzel Washington, Meryl Streep, got Leo. Let me bring up their names actually for those who may not know who these people are. I mean, but you should.
I'm voting bottom left just off.
All right.
Yeah, who is that?
That's Kate Blanchett. She.
Fuck. She gone. Fuck it.
She.
We got Snipe Morgan Freeman.
I don't like that last name, dog. Oh, what? You crazy, dog? What the fuck?
What you mean Morgan Freeman ain't for Black Lives Matter, Truth?
Okay, that's fine, bro.
That's fine.
That is fine, but he cannot relate to black oppression. That nigga too rich.
Oh, I woke up, man. What we talking about now, man?
Black woke shit is getting out of hand.
Stop lying, nigga. You ain't wake up.
I don't know. This nigga started talking about Shaun Kemp.
That's what it sounded like.
You said Shaun Kemp, nigga. What?
You talk about Shaun King. I fell asleep real quick, boy. For a minute, you talking about we gonna talk about it briefly.
Kemp, the basketball player, nigga. What?
Went on a whole segment on about it. And I was like, all right, I'll let it happen.
That shit is mad. That shit. Okay.
Stone, I just got back too.
So interesting to me, bro. Like y'all some bitches, bro. That's cool though. It's like we got whole activists out here having beef here. So listen, Lil Yachty and fucking Pump get on live together, y'all niggas gonna go crazy. We have actual activists with beef. Y'all niggas like, huh, man?
People that actually matter is having beef.
Stone, your biggest video is about beef. Fuck is you talking about? The only hit you got is about beef on this channel. Fuck is you talking about, Stone?
I can't hear you over my
What this nigga eating, man?
Good, bro.
This nigga eating ramen noodles, tapping the bowl like it's gourmet. Fuck out of here, bitch.
Nothing wrong with that missing topic.
This nigga eating oatmeal at midnight. He broke.
Midnight. It's 9 o'clock over here, sir.
Oh, you in the past? I forgot. My bad.
What you talking about? I'm about to go work out like a superhero with your fat ass, nigga.
In the desert, anyway. What you talking about?
Order in the comic book.
The closest thing to a comic book. The closest thing to a comic book is like the Blob from X-Men. Nigga, shut your ugly ass up, boy.
Chill,
the
please.
Blob beat Wolverine ass, bro. Fuck you talking about?
Chill, please, chill.
Please. Go ahead.
Here's our list, man. Here's our list right here.
Sound like a white bitch on Rollstar, but stop! Oh my god!
Sound like that old one. That always that one old one chick. Niggas are fighting.
Hey yo, niggas, we got a show to do, nigga. Chill.
All right.
Chill.
Go ahead.
These monkeys in order.
So look, I had.
Oh.
I mean, you're right, man. Y'all niggas aping out over here, man. Look,
Weren't you just now you contributing to it, Bush?
Look, man.
Shout out
PewDiePie.
PewDiePie.
It's too late, man.
Oh my god. This nigga Morgan chaotic evil long gone, bro. I see him being beats that nigga.
Oh shit, man. But
Who the fuck is Kate Blanchett?
No, notice. But y'all niggas so uncultured, man.
Don't you? What you do with like fish? You blanch it?
Who the fuck is that? Who is that?
She is the top actress in Hollywood right now, man.
Where her hits at, bro? What she got?
How come I don't know who
Carol,
she is,
man.
nigga?
Look, I'm gonna show y'all. All right.
Let me see them hits.
Damn, Morgan Freeman look old as
She
shit.
the Apple TV of these actors, dog. On God, no hits. Just got some directors in there. On God. Oh, damn.
A dookie on our catalog, bro.
All right, but I mix it up. Usually I try to separate them by race, gender, whatnot. But I mixed everybody together this time, diversity. So this list is got everybody.
Don't emphasize that shit, nigga. Just do it.
I mixed it up, nigga. Anyway,
mix it up. These are a whole bunch of old niggas. What you talking about?
That's
what they all got in common. They old as fucking. They good actors. That's all. Well, I don't know about Kate Blanchett.
Yeah,
I don't know who the fuck that is.
All right, so let me give y'all some hints. All right,
give me some heads.
Hints.
Can I get some heads too?
The discography is hints.
Oh my god.
You say hints like it's the right answer, nigga.
Like the fuck.
Stone, did you smoke, nigga? Like,
ain't no nigga.
Are you hot right now?
I'm pointing out your book.
Do you ever get nervous?
You're nervous?
Are you single?
Heard you
fuck the cactus.
True?
Is it true?
No, nigga. The niggas you with are really with you?
And I'll be like, hell
yeah.
Hey yo, so
my exes live in Texas like I'm George Strait. Or they go to Georgia State where tuition is handled by somewhere they know.
And you wonder why this nigga Morgan called y'all apes, dog. This is
But we never
what
went
we're
back to
talking
go for
about.
sushi. She wanted to Wait, what?
I forgot that word salad locked in.
Yo.
All
right, Bush. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, Bush.
Damn, man.
Hey, that's one of the best verses I ever listened to in my life, bro. I had to do justice stuff.
That shit was heat.
Thank you. That's way better than Kate Blanchett. Matter of fact, kick her out just off the strength of that verse.
Why would say that? Why would say that? He said, Bush, you out of nowhere, bro.
No, that nigga has been. I'm about to just kick this nigga for no reason. Like
he's coming at you.
Really not for no reason.
This shit just random.
It's not for no reason. That nigga just random.
Bush, that is your rival. He's about to make his own channel.
Like that nigga. Like we insult Bush because we've been talking to that nigga for years, but this nigga just come out the gate talking shit to Bush like he knows.
Like he raised you with some shit.
This ain't the type of fans that I want, man. Like we need to get rid of these niggas now.
You better blow up.
These are PewDiePie fans, nigga. We need to
listen.
clean these
When the
niggas out.
Patreon,
They the best fans. They go hard, nigga.
When the Patreon hit $50, we kicking Eno. All right, that's the goal. That's when the subscriber goes.
Yo, yeah. I told these niggas already, man. When the funds get high, like a lot of you niggas is going.
Y'all niggas going. Y'all niggas going.
Hey, he don't mean that. Look. He don't. And we lost 2 niggas already. Hey, he don't mean that. It's all good. We love y'all. Besides that new nigga, fuck you, AMBA, dog. Get the fuck out of here, dog.
Anyway,
Yo, let's start, Bush. Damn.
I mean, y'all keep fucking going other places and shit, going on tangents and shit. Look, here.
The more you harp on it, the worse it gets, nigga. Come on, man.
Look. Here are some of the things that they've done. They won Oscars for and stuff like that. So,
we know everybody but Kate. Like, you don't gotta tell us.
Oh, my bad. I don't know where that came from. Yo, I swear those on accident.
Yo, I'm about to log off right now and go to sleep, man. I swear. This is turning into a shit show. Like, Jesus.
Shit show? A monkey dance? All right, Bush,
we still got the Impression Olympics. We good. We got
Oh, shit.
I don't know if we could do that with these niggas, man. Anyway,
I'm one of them. Fuck.
That's true. So where are we at now? Where do we go from here? Who are y'all kicking
Kate
right
Blanchett. We've been trying to kick her for like 5 minutes.
Like, damn,
yeah. Change something? Fuck them Oscars. She could go twice. Fuck.
Damn, bro. Like, her winning Oscars does not help her being more irrelevant, nigga.
Like, do I look like the Academy to you, nigga? Do I look like Hulk?
Like I care?
Fuck.
Like, I'm tired of seeing movies about old white women. Like, I'm good off of that, bro. Like, let's go.
Meryl Streep going next, but just off
principle. Yeah, she next.
Who's going next?
No, Meryl Streep is
not next.
She look like she the head of Hufflepuff House. Fuck out of here, dog.
Morgan Freeman next.
Oh, gummo ass face. I mean, go ahead, Bush. My bad.
Hey yo.
God damn, the wrinkle is going down, boy.
I knew where you niggas were going before I even made it. I was like, I thought about it. I was like, these niggas are going to kick all the women
white
first.
Women.
Yep, we're gonna make sure every Morgan.
Look, they gonna kick the white women first, then Viola. Like, I know y'all niggas going. All right.
Where the white women at? Not on this list.
Morgan Freeman.
If you would have put fucking damn. Oh shit! Hold on, they gotta be Uma Thurman on that list, bro. You put Scarlett Johansson, like she a fucking xenomorph. She play every race.
They terrible.
She make it into the semifinals.
yo, not Uma, but
they got clout.
No, they not more than Kate and fucking Meryl Streep.
Clearly, they do.
No, they don't.
I don't know about that one.
This is a Scarlett Johansson
This bro got
podcast.
They got 3 Oscars.
Bush, we don't give a fuck.
Nigga, you keep talking about Oscars like niggas care. We told you earlier in the podcast, niggas don't give a fuck about that in the long run. Stop doing that shit up.
Yo, that shit
That's
matters
not the culture,
a lot.
Bush.
Yo,
that matters maybe for professional, but we not professional. We talking about culture.
Sleep,
that shit don't push the culture.
Fuck out of here, boy.
So that's like they got BET awards.
Where are we going?
Like, come on, let's get to the next one, bitch. I mean, go ahead, Bush.
Yo,
I'm mad, I'm trying to calm down.
Oh my god.
No, I'm not Tom Hanks. That nigga named Forrest Gump. What you talking about?
I ain't asked you, bitch. I said Tom Hanks. Fuck you.
All right, then we gotta get over Viola Davis, those snotty ass. We gotta get her out, bro. Crying and shit. Nope, we gotta get that shit out of here. Viola Davis next, nigga.
Oh my god.
Oh, snotted up.
Leo crying way more movies than Viola does, dog.
But when Viola be crying, all her snots come out. All that shit, the boogers be flicking out and shit like that.
That
got
bear
the chip nose going on and shit like that. We can see all the boogers in there, bro.
Chill.
My bad. The nose are flaring up. Viola is a beautiful.
The big nose.
Viola is a.
Chill. All right, so Stone
a black
Viola.
woman. A black woman. And she's a great actor. But
you said she a great actor.
We gotta get her out of here. From the list, we gotta get her out of here.
All right, so Stone voted for Viola. Where y'all at? Where you at? True.
Tom Hanks.
What? He the best actor on this list.
No, you wrong on that. You wrong. Tom Hanks going next, but Viola gotta go.
This nigga fuck Morgan Freeman. I hate
you. Morgan Freeman, my vote.
You know what? I thought Bush, before I saw what Bush looked like, I thought Morgan Freeman would be like the ideal Bush, like Bush's face would look like. If you replace Morgan Freeman, I can't hear myself.
Okay. I mean, you don't need to be heard.
I thought Bush muted me for a second. I was like, oh.
I mean, I just let you dumb niggas hang yourselves, man. But I mean, continue.
What are you voting for, Bush?
What you voting for? Yeah. Who you voting for?
You can make a decision and have an opinion, or you could just vote for somebody else. Though, what you got?
Be a follower, Bush. You know.
I don't. Let me see. I'm trying to think.
Be a follower.
I don't really. Yeah, I don't really fuck with Tom Hanks like that.
Be like Morgan.
Yeah, that's facts.
I don't fuck with Tom. Tom Hanks is gone.
What? Forrest Gump? What you talking about? What else?
I mean, I like Forrest Gump, Toy Story, all that shit.
Toy Story? The fuck's wrong with you?
Fuck.
Toy Story, he not even on the screen. Fuck you, me.
Tom Hanks is gone.
That's Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks is Woody, nigga. What the fuck you talking about?
He not on the screen. Woody on the screen. Woody way more fire than Tom Hanks. You feel me?
Tom Hanks is all right. My brain about to hurt. Bro.
He the voice. He not the character. Your brain.
All right, so where you at? Where you at, Truth?
Out the remainder. Okay, Viola. I can't sidestep that shit. She can go.
All right.
Worst instrument out the orchestra. Oh God.
I guess Viola too. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I mean she hasn't really, like, she's known for the Help, but and Fences, but I don't think she has a lot of movies that I really fuck with like that either. So those are great performances though.
But Idris Elba on this list, you fuck up.
I was, but you know I did.
Okay, who took his spot? Out of curiosity, who took Idris' spot? Who took Michael B. Jordan's spot? What the fuck?
I mean, Morgan.
Morgan, none of those actors are
Morgan,
same level of detail.
Yeah, Morgan. Yeah.
You listening to Morgan?
No, Morgan Freeman, nigga.
And even then, Morgan Freeman ain't that big. Like, yeah, was Viola Davis gone now?
Nah, nigga, Shawshank. Oh, why did I get rid of Morgan Freeman? Hold up.
What?
Oh my God, Bush.
Shawshank Redemption, nigga. $1 Million Baby, man. Morgan Freeman got hits, dog.
No, yeah, but I don't think he's making it out that. You could actually just keep Morgan blacked out, though. That's my next vote.
Oh, God. Okay.
Yeah, snipe him.
God damn. Okay.
Get him out of here.
Take that whole bottom row out, bro. What is?
I mean, it's gone. It's pretty much gone. Yeah. All right, so we got.
You're not making
three left. Three left.
Ooh, hey, I don't want to go first, bro. This shit looking kind of crazy.
Man, get Samuel out of here, man. That's what I'm going, Samuel. I'm going Samuel.
I don't know, maybe.
Samuel might win. He got a lot of charisma, man. I like seeing him on screen.
But he's not better than Leo as an actor. Fuck out of here.
Yes, he is.
Absolutely not. What are you talking about? Wolf of Wall Street? That nigga from Titanic?
That nigga from Titanic.
Jack. To be honest, I don't remember no characters but the boat.
That shit trash. Titanic
but
trash.
The boat.
Why you mention that?
You don't remember the iconic scene?
Django, Revenant, all the other shit. You mentioned Titanic, nigga.
Yeah,
Gangs in New York, all of that stuff. You mentioned Titanic.
Bush, that's his highest grossing movie. Of course, I'm gonna mention Titanic.
Fuck that weak ass movie, man.
And by your standards, it's wonderful. It won a whole bunch of Oscars. What you talking about?
That shit didn't win. Nothing. Did it win? Did it win Oscars? Probably for visual shit. Damn sure not story.
Yeah, and Leonardo da Vinci. No, Leonardo. Leo was on the screen. And Leo was on the screen. Yeah,
yo, this nigga high, man. And this nigga said Ninja Turtle, not the artist.
Look at the list: Academy Award for Best Picture, Academy Award for Best Director, Academy Award for Best Original Music. What are you talking about? This shit got accolades out the ass, nigga.
That shit trash.
Academy Award for Best Production Design, Academy Award for Best Sound Editing, Academy Award for Best Sound Mixing, Academy Award for Best Visual Effects.
Niggas was just on James Cameron dick, man, at that time, man. That shit. Look,
I mean, they still are. You know how much Avatar made?
Yeah, that's a fact.
And people pretending that Avatar is good, man. What? Like, stop.
I didn't say it was good, but you pretended if Academy Awards are an indicator of quality, Titanic is good as fuck.
Yeah, Titanic is up there. It's top tier, apparently. To your standards.
Look, it's trash to me. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, nah.
I'm not saying this.
Okay. So that being said, who y'all voting for, bro? After three left, who y'all got?
Three left. Get Sam Jack the fuck out of here, man. I'm sorry. He just his roles don't match up to the two that are left.
Where you at, Morgan and Truth?
Truth. Let's conspire together.
Oh no! Come on, no colluding.
Leo.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Bush.
Y'all niggas
Bush,
racist.
don't be a follower. Bush, don't be a follower.
I already voted, nigga. I voted for Samuel Jackson.
I ain't never.
First one.
All right.
Oh,
all right.
shoot.
Chat is up to y'all, chat.